So eba ya mo bibia che so nkoso kra ene anopai ema remfi se Lawson sports Ghana sports kese nemre aso ya bobon sene piano e de bremo enanopai ba bi obia no oni entena o Lawson television and Lawson radio ya den sam gina ba madam production team na say PAISLEY president contemporary JT omo gina kan obi ne den sam enso bremo ena ema remfi se obed enso etajumadi na chi camera no enso Diane ena na all she amabia so tima kama team na say Kwame Jela enso ewo ha Biggie enya transfer Lawson enso ewo ha yagin something enso ebremo ma remfi say galka eye top 4 enua eniema ekoso yebedi nkomo bebre asante kotokone house of folk eniema ekoso enso gold stars say eniema gina ekoyi enso edemamo yebekwa mo no ne ensempi enso ewo nyina no enso eba oba john ye enso ewo Lawson TV ewo Facebook no so na mamo YouTube no so no emorisa ne Lawson eye TV on eye ampato YouTube and so no onsa ebetimi akaye ne mama memfa we ntodwa so mo amukura ye mu ene anopai eye hepasco heba eye capsules mepacho eye for liver hepasco heba capsules misro ye liver hon sensem na hepasco misro ayadia omo heba capsules no eno enane ubehia city eye ceramics omo etaye chidenden ema remfise hasa mesha ene hasa capsules omo mpain for so ekura ye mu ne me to ni Spanish eye garlic mesha ene ne capsules omo so kura ye mu Genjamed eye dental clinic campaign for baby omo obia no ye bedo mo se Kangen Energic eye drinking water Kangen Energic eye drinking water yensu eye no misro emari so motaye jumadi na chi eye best brain eye publication ye manadachi boost papa eye best brain Alaska Star Enterprise eye wallpapers blind curtains omo enso ede Ayadia Lazilite, your body spring and Swediaba, you bet your mon como, Emma Renfrey, WS Betting, you bet come on Simbibri, WS Betting Ghana, Ayadia Ho NSO Betty, Solak Ayamesa, and as is Solak Air Biochemist, and your Dr. Solomon, Nadaruma, Otayachi Den Peggett, Engineering Air Company Limited, Peggett, and so Etayajuma Dinechi OP, Adaruma, and Aya Trans P and Swebremo OP, Aya Wallpapers, Omotayachi, Aya Varun Ghana Limited, me Patramo VG Abuboyano, Varum for Energy Aba, almost retired. Meretoni say IBSOC, I am mining and engineering, a training school, almost Ukraimo, and Morris Garden City University College, and health science, almost enter Jumadinechi, Buffalo Polo, Yantaria Yeshina, a Buffalo Polo, Mr. Motayachi, and cement vita bar Misha, and in the capsules and paying for Baby Omobi, Yabadomas, Motayachi, Somoko Ghana Limited, Bajaj. Aye boss no mo de aba ene ye bicycles no ema remfi samsona tabia ene tabia takum ne tabia aye heba Mr. Ba eno Mr. Christian Ajiman tabia ba industries almost taye chi midima football center Dr. Time da so ayadia pokuase mayira eno aye Accra branch no time da so aye midima football hospital almost etaye chi Gino emo say Gino magic pepper ene onions say Gino fasisem ayadia yenkotom aye makune aye onion debi adia Gino aye magic aye pepper any onion eno and ye nuane any stew no sans anamede we to ni say aye Philo Timo aye Industries Limited omonati Philo Milk naba na Philo Milk no say aye milk kono no milk onuma chese won say milk nie aye Philo Milk omotaye chi ABC games no abare say nyame atoma draw de beba aye Monday ABC games so be dollar star 262# na chese wo dem betway we part we bet influenza ubenya sika bebre utwa bet na osan enya sika eno ane so be join betway train no KFC makato se KFC ayaja mo lunch aye KFC chinchinga aye spice they say 72 Ghana o de call aye KFC branch bia wa Ghana ha ubenya aye KFC chinchinga spice ni bi na bia so timi aye kama DPS pipes no aye do mo so etaye chin ane DPS pipes amro say nature medis omre de gasto mixture ne menso plus ade abadwa so omo taye juma de na chi den rush energy drink me pato uje aye rush energy drink papa aye rush energy drink door master semen fan to anim say ne door so nyina no me pato mo fie aye door master when I saw the one it's flamingo paint papa ne ye use paint ye use e wo fie aye flamingo Aya paint, Mr. Yusu, aya flamingo paint, aya Nobian security, aya systems, Nobian for me patron name, omo etre, ya kwen faswa, ya me patron electric, aya fencing. Ni was scientific about to ya Dr. Nimo, ma kan once a match or Ghana, said Dr. Nimo, no one else or do any tre, and ye knew what, aya scientific about hospital, ope phones, aya buzia ventures, and a nobenya phones ring and swafi, Mamo pe phones at all, aya buzia ventures, me patron study abroad, so person to Kwana Kokosua de Amanonia, Astolins International, Omo Kumasi City Mall, basement wall, and on Enso Ebekamo, the Patomina can't be than they are translated in Sunny P and so Mamo Shop JD at Daroma, just yes, I mean, from shop. Aye JD me ba be jomo nkomo sisia enso ade atro yensam ne doso ye be di nkomo kakra be ko team ne ready oba johnny enso Lawson television enso ewo Lawson TV ne so and a Lawson TV aye on Facebook me so o like ana wa share na oni aso no etimi enya bi enso ahwe more reason no ntu ene be so free juma gini so my program saka abeto so Lawson TV ne Lawson aye radio Kwame Dela the Fishbone. Kwame Bibi Abokodi. You say Kwame Dela. Next Saturday by 10. Kwame free. Your person you be to me. Okay. Biggie. Send your mama call here. You say. Kotoko. No idea me say na you be ho. Santi Kotoko. Okay.
Top 4 na very good exercise.
You good exercise.
Oh yes.
No money say team na top 4 na Sunday kakra. Okay, how does say be about here? Good. Your question of the day, you know, from Alaska Star, Enterprise, Alaska Daroma, and then your question of the day, you know, and so Air Bremo, Alaska Star Enterprise, question of the day.
Of the day, Shawadjin na also so yehu adwenkyerɛ. Which player runs the show as Manchester City host Tottenham Hotspur at the Etihad Sports Stadium this afternoon? Internal question I hear and say Man City any Tottenham ever game no when you game no be a body din sa so see and I run the show no e Haaland na Richarlison Omar Mamouche e Mohamed Kudus Tiani Rendes Bernard Johnson so player for be wait made in a din aba some why no susu say be game no be a body din so no and I run the show no.
And no Spurs and Manchester City a big one. Open year fan Thomas Frank, FAC Pep Guardiola. Mo Kudus, FAC players you cry one Kudus be nene ye Ushe City players here. Mamushana say Holland the be face honorary chalice.
Defend against him.
Okay. Well, Kwame.
Again. My Kodiama, some say any other.
Yeah.
My Kodiama Thomas Frank.
Thomas Frank.
Yeah.
Or the number Kwamano. Okay.
So what check City next Spurs recently. Recently, City boss Spurs be na City bread. And mostly yebobo game ne no. Anytime be a Spurs ebenya good results against Manchester City biano. Eya check nipa na ote bench at the mass Spurs no. Recently, where the Napustikoglu with Spurs, utimi ko Etihad eko tormente Manchester City bobuku no. Enti yebobo game ne wie no, Kudus beje ball betwetwe, Haaland bit maba ni goals or penalty yani Reinders be control Richarlison by Thomas Frank no, eko Etihad no come a master class tactical performance. Mimi hu ne say Thomas Frank yebobo wie no, enkofo be tag ne more.
Biggie.
I'll go for Tijani Reinders. The game against Wolves. The first game in the English Premier League, Liga Ombo Bida, a new terrain. Now, or boss in midfield, no, for 90 solid minutes. It means one goal, one assist at the count on the debut game. I believe we all with he had in front of the fans. I will no no. He's going to boss it and control the game very well for a team of Manchester City because Omunya sa control now. Ebebo Manchester City team. So I am going for Tijani Reinders, looking at how he played well. I won the first game in him again.
Okay, Kwame Thomas Frank, Biggie, Tijani Reinders.
Kenny, may I say, a very tricky question.
Edison, okay.
Honestly, me call for Oscar Bob. And you say, you're out of the equation there, but Ken, Oscar Bob.
Could you move list him? What's Oscar Bob? Address.
Ken, eh?
Yeah, they come.
Oscar Bob, no, just unfortunate to say injury. Ever stalled the development for 1 year. Na afei na oba back. And now no nyakwenya ebo kakra. Na ochre di obetimi aye soso kakra me wiase mu nyina hu ye. Not to say ye ka se obi be run show enkyere se onimbo obo chain place na gina park no so no. Se ne be ya obi nkoju obia no nsebo no. Nemom se game ni mi susu se why na betimi abobo no pa. If you say Oscar Bob no and then Yami Adumwa or betcha wonders power park because the left no send you see the ball run no ayana akono a dangerous into no player I mean himself obey out of the equation obey a best surprise amount for will be probably Oscar Bob because along the name other players among for him said these are the traditional names you would want to mention in these big games but outside the power woman me susu say possibly you beat me run show no. Hey Oscar, the hand say Pep Guardiola best man about game no.
Oscar Bob. Okay.
1v1 situation.
Only but Bob Etoneta obi anu say Erling Haaland first player or the Everton Richarlison improve it. Tijani Rendes Mo Kudus. Mehwe Kudus kakra. Kudus no why 8 no in Ebebo. 8 no dey say we the Kudus be fan say we na say one Manchester City no new player ayibia.
Onye player. Na team sankese na pen no.
Oh, David. So we have been wa ba ne. So man ni subri ni kakra. Wow.
Kudus the optimist. Debia Oshia City West Ham na ye shom wotutu but no kwa footballer ye pa.
Na obi ebre. Mo Kudus. But no mami Mr. Kwame Messi about this and so Kwame Chelsea omo send a statement ana say omono ebetimi a compete ombetimi age league na mana ye because o share 5 ewo away editia West Ham United san London derby after say no ma consider first a statement.
Yeah, Chelsea after say omo ball first game against Crystal Palace at Chelsea performance na expectation no antimi anko said omo pe no na enura ye fine moment at the match Chelsea say ombetimi redeem omo ho normal send this good signal e dey akwa akoma omo fans no ana opponent ne say Chelsea for na this season omo ba no omo ye team ba akwa ombetimi compete. Let's not forget say last season in Pokra na ye hu Chelsea say omo ye outsiders no where the position na Chelsea nya ye no this time around nipa dodo na e grow omo nya gidi wo Chelsea team nim no na wo hwe the performance enu omo de man ya onim say enu akin Chelsea share 5 no na enye the best of Chelsea performance enu abon na Chelsea boy no na ombetima body since sample cry got to a time omo yi omo 9 free eye gas ne so na nkombetima share more than 5 enti enu asa 5-1 no omo konya ye no eye ade omo pese omo supporters ne say nya confidence e wo mutim ni biem ana omo send the signal ya kwa komo omo competitors ne say
okay.
Chelsea team ba kwa untimi right omo off so I believe a good signal from Chelsea.
Enwa, Chelsea. Mamu say West Ham United for the beach church say Graham Potter the best game against Chelsea no. The best game for Chelsea no. Some so about Chelsea no. Wanyadi. Until about the best game they Chelsea. Okay, Graham Potter. Graham Potter.
Oh yeah, they are Brighton pass.
But team nenya da bi you for na omo we dia omo players kakra no. So could omo replace you Kudus.
Yeah, players be brave fit team no omo replace. For that one I understand, but you see say the name of the CK Kakwa if he gets stuck at West Ham there. I'm sorry. Let's just say or come back to the championship because when your opportunity with Chelsea we feel it big time.
About West Ham. Yes, all connect.
The next appointment probably will be from the Conference League. West Ham team, the now number catch us say,
Sunderland saw 3-0, Chelsea saw 5 in 2 games. I'm consider 8. Asha 1. West Ham United.
So free club.
Kudus and free one can go say the answer, baby brave. Biggie, me come on the other Fakakra brand Chelsea performance. We are shocked because you that from 1-0. Now we bet 5.
Can honestly speak, I'm not surprised. na me surprised because Chelsea bought Crystal Palace though na Chelsea home na ye book game ni we na Chelsea and Timmy and Sha. So what have Crystal Palace from last season and how they set up their team, especially against sides some way possessive. Me sure say na ya one there. And first game of the season there, Untimi Ginaso find generalize the team's performance throughout the season. There be into Chelsea being a resounding win to send the signals to the other clubs to say, or no Chelsea no Club World Cup no G no Chelsea no more Muji no or that's so yes Chelsea now.
Okay.
And now Untimi phobia and yes Jumano say West Ham because West Ham performance in match day 1 against Sunderland it was poor. Into Chelsea no opportunity in there. And that kind of confidence to be able to come back from a go down. I think the Chelsea team in the honestly speaking can expectations and that's so high. And I'm only hoping don't make me tease expectations. But for surprise there, na me
surprise. Yebe kwaba. Name Stavoyo William, ya catch us say or Chelsea player akra Chelsea inya GD when mu turner free a year me pacho Palmeiras a club na Brazil Ballon d'Or e shano contract him. Kwame enwa enema na akra na ye ne chese we stay with Europe the next 4 years. Kono you bet me ahwa akra we say one day ye ka best players we ase obeka.
Oh, why not? Area CBBI is possible. By say obet medru sam pempen so na enkoye ono nko a ebegina team na owom no because a team na owom no en compete at the highest level a obi eni ho be boy Steve eti nti wo say Chelsea no betna be the next 5-6 years a wo say hu Chelsea a omo dominate domestic competitions as dominate with Europe enye sa individual performance ne nko amfa ne nko Ballon d'Or nti wo say ekwakoye ade a team no dem no ebesuma pushi eya brantie.
Well, Adelson Akrano and the Crown Man of the Match Award, you know, the first start. Now no free bench in the band way and the first start. Now attack West Ham United led back and a papa. Tete and a papa. They say Brazil or a Chelsea. In my day.
Honestly, boy no the confidence na Japan
oh confidence.
Unsradi because for normal Brazilian, for South Americans, for normal back in mainstream Europe, ayana almost first 6 months purely about adaptation. It's ayana or break a crack. But we fortunately for him, or draw Pedro close to him, he settled very well. And the confidence not so something koye.
Yeah.
Of a baller
also.
He just pushed the ball to the defenders. Semeba, Obejaji.
Estavayo.
And
William,
so far so good.
Man of the match.
Prince and
Mr. New Prince. That was Stamford Bridge. Biggie, New Prince. That was Stamford Bridge. You know. Osanya Brazilian. Why you Brazilian?
Yeah, then I'm sure the Kupama would be the king of Stamford Bridge.
Stamford Bridge. There can be a Nyama house. Say. Did Ruba saw the koi? I say, Baba. Chelsea. One guy is our monjum no most supporters. Let's say, are you know? I'm a fan coming. Afa, are you okay? Earlier the team Nancy have a back. Yababa Behresa, a year and common name Como Bebre and Sweba, Yan Fan P and so Emremo, a year and so Anopemra, your transfer P and so Emremo, Mame Enfawi and Tuja, say and what Chelsea club on to match West Ham United, Elcosomo, a year 5, a year 1, our London Air Stadium, Amrose Lucas Paqueta, and Yasa go with goal of the season contender, and you Lucas Paqueta, a year baby or Johnny baby or the ball and so Etonet, no, Mr. Paqueta. Go with here. Ebi musu blemu Robert Sanchez. Me patron, obeti me blemu Robert Sanchez. Se Lucas Paqueta. Boy we undeserve West Ham United. And I said West Ham United ain't deserve a player na ye fan air Paquetano. And Morris Nicholas a 4 o'clock in your back can ananke ye 2-0 can ye cancel for nemum a yadia go no entimi anstande and in ye Archesana a ye offsider and Chelsea conceded 2 nemum a yadia a basa ball no a ye offside no. Eho and Chelsea come back in his house here. João Pedro and so go and Boris Pedro Neto and Edebako Ekawon, a branch of Enzo Fernandez, a Moises Caicedo, and a branch of Chaloba, Omunanya goes to Chelsea, goes to Nagro, and I will show you at one Sunday P and Emamo, Ningianum, Estavayo William, and more rooms and not just a Juma be preparing no come on in a num a year right one, baby a Madrid Bono, a Hona Crano, or middle coach and Enra, Wababo Papa Fabona, and some at the club and from West Ham United, a year players in Yamia to 11:30. Man City in his pace. 2 p.m. Bournemouth, any Wolves. Same time 2 p.m. Brentford, then Aston Villa, Arsenal, and so Police. And my man from Tuja Sandra Spain, Betis, Eche Alaves, Samu Wandel, Giovanni Lisoso, me Patoli Celso, and then Yasago, my man for Wintuja, Samayoka, and so the South of Vigo, Atletico Madrid, Elbo Eche, and Levante, and Barcelona. A game and so El Barcelona, Bayern Munich, SA6, Famame, how much Leipzig, so almost 6, Emra German League, Emrose Hurricane, Ebo a hat-trick, a second half hat-trick, among a your Rimfi, Samson a branch for Luis Diaz, Michael Olise, Wamina goes to be Edmund Bayern Munich, Bayern says 6-0. Says the league on my JV because Leipzig can almost almost 6, says I can't Dortmund, you need to do the big club sitting in I don't want to club, you're from a Bayern Munich, Yami Ottoman 130, our Germany, Bayer Leverkusen, and a Hoffenheim, a Frankfurt, and Wolfsburg, Freiburg, and Wolfsburg, Bobo from Union Berlin, Bobo Kuno, Omnen, I Stuttgart, and I St. Pauli, Elbo, I Dortmund, I Janda, Oko Italia, I Gianni Lecce, Sassuolo, and so Napoli, AC Milan, and so Elbo, I Cremonense, and I Mepacho AS Roma, and Bologna, and so Game, and so Passoa, Yadon Sanipi, and so Emamo, Yamia Democina Games sitting now, so Batoso, and Morris PAG, Etimin, at a club from Angus, at Shamu Wonder, Fabian Roos, and they say go now Morris Dembele as a penalty and no Ballon d'Or. One son remember doing come on and then Marseille bon Paris FC Nice ne was there and Lyon ne mess and you doing come on you doing Sunny P and so mama at PAG Fabian Roos going in here at just should be doing Sunny P and so mama our baby will be the only go no and a branch and say you doing come on na me this sound come away no mamenko me patron yanko over office one and so Washington DC because I did FIFA World Cup Ghana Western Day European and so US Canada and Mexico now World Cup and so to me akoso enra opanya for Jenny Infantino and so Washington PM so White House at the World Cup trophy no ekoma American man panyi for Donald Trump. Young Johnny Feed, now we're time of presented trophy, and German was a trophy for the winners, or more winners, and then a pa and answer, you did trophy more, on your winner, young fat trophy in so and some, no more did you pass American man, are your winner, into on the trophy.
We brought as well this, which is the winner's trophy. It is the trophy that the winner of the FIFA World Cup wins. Only the FIFA president, presidents of countries, and then those who win can touch it because it's for winners only. And since you are a winner, of course, you can as well touch it. It's pretty heavy. Yeah. It's the winner trophy. The last one who lifted that is Lionel Messi of Argentina. And here it is in the Oval Office in the White House.
Can I keep it?
For you. Well, you can. We're not giving it back.
We're not giving it back. That's serious.
Yeah, the Bakubia say Chelsea for J Club World Cup Ukraino, Oji Mingwano SEO, or Bisa FIFA president, send Obetimi the way, and soon Obetimi Akipu is White House, and yet Jabanto over office one, I will show Washington or White House, Yeti and Como and so warning us, and they FIFA president had to said the last player or lifted this trophy, our America, ye follow Leo, Messi. Namia December 5th, our Kennedy Center, our Washington DC, or Pania, ye follow Donald Trump. Anya now say ho and a World Cup no aye dwumadie na enso eba.
Gianni Infantino back to the White House for a major announcement about one of the most anticipated competitions in all of sports, the 2026, and this is a big deal, I'll tell you, I was so happy to get it, the 2026 FIFA World Cup And it's going to be the World Cup as we know it. It's the biggest, probably the biggest event in sports, I guess, Johnny, right?
Yeah.
On December 5th of this year, the 2026 FIFA World Cup draw will take place at the Kennedy Center. Some people refer to it as the Trump Kennedy Center, but we're not prepared to do that quite yet, maybe in a week or so.
Few December, me pacho FIFA World Cup draw. Our Kennedy Center, Washington, and they draw near Basso Ghana. As you appear more, no biaso etimi ayakama, and Banana Donald Trump. Mamma front to just say, and Comogen so Cocosonano, and no one else so 3 person at World Cup way, the largest, even your games a change Super Bowl at the $30 billion, and a Debama US economy no 30 billion, and a Debama US economy no 185,000 American jobs, and I say at the jobs 185,000, and about 6 billion. Me patro di pe we say ebehwe enso ewofie yencha America man panyin Donald Trump on FIFA World Cup no.
Cup draw will set up the group stage of competition. 48 teams will play in 104 games across 16 North American cities from Seattle to Vancouver to Atlanta to Miami. It's going to be so exciting for our country. The 2026 FIFA World Cup will be one of the largest and most complex events. This will be one of the greatest events, one of the largest. In a way, it's like Johnny said it better. It's like having many Super Bowls in a short period of time. Because each one of these games essentially is a Super Bowl. Some of them are big.
Emra Gianni Infantino ede to nanim sa nipa bebre and beba America mainom and so ababa ramal bia swetime kama any World Cup no or ka border no wonsem and so aye Mexico and America border no or say and they kura wa ye ndema foforo kura so ewo ho a chesem ayade a border no so ode yenti opanyina mo and so ewo border aye issues no nipa mo befa aye Mexico and so etimi aba enom aye images ne bi de etudwa ewo tumagini so where your FIFA a World Cup ticket a your first time ticket in na mebeno so yentie a bother on semno.
Christy, for another reason, I said to her 2 weeks ago, I said, Christy, do me a favor. I built hundreds of miles of wall. I built the same wall that the Border Patrol asked me to build. It wasn't my first choice. I wanted to do concrete plank and everything nice, but you wouldn't have been able to see through it. So I had Border Patrol in, and they tested everything else. And we gave them steel wall, high-grade steel, very hard to cut, that we gave inside that is 9,000-pound concrete, which is a very tough concrete. Inside that is rebar, a big, fat piece of rebar. So you have all different materials that are very hard to cut, and you need different instruments to cut each one. And I said, Kristen, we got to get a coat of paint on it.
Cup ticket first time or no any first person yamani ticket for FIFA a World Cup no enti adiani seat number team manager na so panya Yefen Infantino first World Cup ticket in the 2026 FIFA World Cup
ticket here for the final.
Good. Wow.
For you.
Oh, good. That's cool. Wow.
It's of course row 1, seed 1 is ticket number 45,
so.
47. And it's for the final in New York, New Jersey.
Kokan sema FIFA president adia ne boy nsedan josu ya sene nanim asesa ne nyina ne sem o se o hwe ni mu se aye Russia mampanyin won se FIFA so e de ban e de ama Russia se Russia ntimi e mobile World Cup ne bi ne mum adia Donald Trump e hwe ni mu se Russia and Ukraine tokwa no obetime se tokwa no o se o hwe ni mu se 2026 Vladimir Putin e beba America abe FIFA World Cup ne bi and o yi no on any picture anano o mu Asia no.
Just sent a picture from somebody that wants to be there very badly. He's been very respectful of me and of our country, but not so respectful of others. But he'll, I'm going to sign this for him, but I was sent one, and I thought you'd all like to see it. That's a man named Vladimir Putin, who I believe will be coming, depending on what happens. He may be coming, and he may not, depending on what happens. We have
find your politics. Papa we will call only the massa said the Adian City no kind of pepe and said the Monty said no some Russia World Cup ni be one more qualifies ni be now Kobasa tournament in South China who Vladimir Putin so the American man panyin Donald Trump it was stadium Saura FIFA president again and na obeye another questions in of course Oval Office and so Washington DC and you doing some to the White House you doing come man fan to just a Besiktas club no apprentice fan a year with van a year Mas Wakakodu and some Besita Sanua and a branch and about the new player and no Penya fellow Ligona Soche and said to me I can't didn't want some tuja. I would imagine so Victor Boniface and when I'm confirmed the man says so a player and my club now Mr. You from a year me patro AC Milan and on money medical Mieno and first medical or passe second medical and also call a connect for and some and a koya didn't want some mamo. I will a year to imagine soon to play another front a year Victor Boniface and paying from as Eben so now my Biaso Kama a similar Nanya Boniface and Morris a branch for the Diof says you make us in Tamilan and some and Saka player no after so also a person in medical and no I'm a Biaso to me come on and I was on television so you don't want Sunny P and so Emamo a Milan clubs no it was a business you don't want Sunny P and some Emamo Unin South Run Rabio says Ababa told us say Yunus Musa say on your feet club now you for a AC Milan when they replace and Morris a branch away a Ghana in Emom or bought at the America minor so on your free AC Milan a branch me patro your front a Advan Rabio and so Johnny club na me patro your from a AC Milan you don't want some to you Jonathan a Rowe on the Kokunto Kwanedi no a wa completing the move no and so Bologna and so our Italy two players in no myself for Epamomo no a branch for Jonathan a Rowe or no and so to me a complete a Bologna a move na on so you don't want some to our a Jumajeri son Emma a your Renfi Renato Sanchez and no payment so I want to show ya the maintenance club from Transport and the PAG and so Egusu Jim Commercial branch for Renato a Sanchez a Jaquempia Sakudano and so bet me a pima my Bia so to me a kama Roberto Dizabini and they a yadia watotobi a Jama Veronique and Veronica or no and Adran Rabu a mame the batu just as our coach we nipa boni nipa papa amaniam also coachy Esora and nipa de bia so be a second chance obi a second chance Mason Greenwood Ekobo oba ono kura wa man second chance o se ne babu bema enti o man second chance na ayade ansam no de beto dwa enu ano amam aye ade a Roberto Deserbi ababonte se ma nim de oka ne ba no na opena se bedu ba bi o man captain game against aye PAG enti se ye ka obi odo akura na ono edono nemu entokwa yensoso so ma say enum aye punishment or three pass a fair punishment enti ma just ansam na ne wo keka no Harvey Elliott ma men fanto just emra aye transfer window no ebe close no na Harvey Elliott anya payments for Leipzig yes we anya choose Leipzig and aye club from aye Liverpool aye one player no and dey to dwema mo me part on Monday eba na wie ya from no Liverpool ebe to Alexander Isak dey change and say Monday Liverpool aye Newcastle I was St James's dey meet no and it's a club na aye from aye Newcastle say omoni Liverpool nya business bia kopinta mo bobo na wie omuntimi ton aye Alexander Isak en famomo no mun sanfa Isaac emba bo ensan entiomo etigam ne bana bia na me fanto just idea and common ebe cost 150 million pounds no aye 130 million pounds aye fees 20 million pounds aye bonuses na sa brantana breaki aye British aye transfer aye record no enom ejepa ye jema moduma diri so ma me fanto just disasi and no pimo na so ya ha wa post we dia ba na Chelsea bomb squad no aye Raheem Sterling mo aye Benchi we mo ono disasi mo players na Chelsea empire mo amoni omo anasem omo the first team in your training no omo dressing room die eba bontiam ananko for say hey NSA players omo prisons because dressing room we die na just say hana we mo omo hi omo no hana omo dress there na sem we mo no omo prisons ano eje pa ye dem mo ewo aye tomagere so mo renfi yenkon aye me pato London aye stadium na ye nim komo ni nyina so panya for Thomas Tuchel aye England national team manager I'm not Chelsea West Ham not just our London wa it just so pm on bia so timi kama mama three coaches no oni so me na coach Chelsea da we ayo Thomas Tuchel wa coach Chelsea da opanya for Graham Potter wa coach Chelsea da and ne Enzo Maresca enso ayo na juma yetro ho nsema tuja na Chelsea black jersey no for me a just supporters na dia je ho pa na say sa jersey ayo black T90 ayo kit black T90 aye kit acha sanwa omu yusu ye no na efata nkora ne ye papa enya gro enum eje che no na makacho se local paketa Eddie come to Atama, Bios to me, come and Chelsea come back and all, and some shots. You go swinging and sweaty at all. No more, my first answer went to just say before the game, BBC. I couldn't have found a Kopama, no, a Yadiana or started a game, no, Jawan is a Kopama, and so a prayer. Now, Kopama and so prayer, you know, a Yadiana just a yepa. I just images in the and Yadima, Mobama picture images in the and some a year, me part of Facebook and so, and YouTube and so I don't want some to go. And to Kopama catch them, a Yadia fitness coaches in a born ultimate more. And one year first, Tavayo William, Sir Omra, now on my warm up on the bay, and T on it a branch for João Pedro, and some, and I will show my Domon Samuel Sotuja, I will a year to Madin so, and T I could buy a Deba Quam, sir, Wababa win the man of the match. Na akro free a different continent. What has one of South America, no about Europe, not the first start. What a man of the match, a Sanya away game, and you don't want some to jar. Mammy images in the Brennian commerce, Tavayo William, and a crown for Barna to say, says, so about youngest. A player in Premier League history at the match Chelsea. What mean and so I assist 18 years, 20 days, and a crown and so to me a day. I don't want some so to draw. I will a year to imagine from a Mary Renfrey and on Japan. Now, you did some common answer say as Tavayo William Chelsea for Pona Barcelona, a branch and for João Pedro, and as Tavayo William says Chelsea for Brazil. Our Chelsea say in a some Kurami anyway. A Yadia Juma Muyama Chelsea and Rano, not just a some Kutra, don't want Sonny P. And some Emamo. Now, Chelsea corner kick, a corner kiss, almost 5 goals. Emu 3. Na your corner kicks. Na opanya fan Bernardo Cueva. Ono na Chelsea set piece a your coach. Oni ye Kofa Bonabaso papa say hey Chelsea pa. Asa 5 goals emu 3. And so your corner kicks. Not just idea mama Marco Correa. Kona ne ba yeso no and no mo yusu no. Kona ne ba ono a player Chelsea for no Edini Dibone no. Ono ne corner just or koso niema e wo boss no. Not just a team na my confused. And no aya branch for Marco Correa. And no so I don't say ba ya dem amo e wo aye dwuma so na amemfa ntodwa say ye di aye san komo no Only say West Ham United supporters be brave free pitch stadium 4 goal ne ba ya and West Ham United supporters be na ye tie eden say bim na ekofie no ye tie eden for say I have kana send 3-1 enkofo mo bambu ntempa o 3-1 na ekofie o say da be game ni nuru ba bia be brave ekofie ba akoso ye na adwen say players in the board no more born and yet we must too much our stadium man as a pitch and so into a person anticipate and so no cocky cabinet players no no West Ham United fan way omo yire no pampe omo che no omo man ntimi anticipate and so and no eje ba ya dem mo e wo aye dwuma so na we set pieces no a Chelsea dey share me pacho e wo aye goal post na chi say ye twa free ho a omo different na enye Grand Porter kasa ho we part we go no be we kasa the go no we other one and so corner kick ne ba and one say ya na just ball no and so atonet num just pinche say you mutimi nya hwe yenti opanyin na fa Grand Porter say Grand Porter ediam pa na wanye ne ye o say goals na Chelsea dey show mo no mami coach no o say you too cheap too soft.
The man of the goals. Too cheap from our perspective, too soft in terms of like how they were conceded.
Cheap, too soft, and so and the answer papa and the to dry demamo our aye to imagine so na ye did some common call Palmer me patrol ma metama na what 2 hours Tavayo many players na what Chelsea no and once Chelsea has 5 na call Palmer tenchen call Palmer more born be Chelsea say 5 goals on the to enjoy game no because I'm not attention now when soon kofe bisa say na ye done a player no ya dey we prayer just want to me amoge ni bia ye don't some to dra na opanyine e fa na Enzo Maresca ono se mo can send me bring central for and your team no a cool Palmer team near Coles team and Chelsea there a cool Palmer team so only what team name yet yentie manager now your phone Enzo Maresca send Ramu.
Already how I think that I don't care about you are there to say things and people in general they are there to say something. So the ones that they say that we are just Cole team, for sure Cole is our best player, no doubt. For sure with Cole we are much better team. But I think we already showed last year in 2-3 months where Cole, unfortunately for us, was not 100%. where we achieved top 4 that no one expect, and the most important.
No, I am manager in some of the two driving top 4 na last season qualify, you know. Obi and was expected some bit me qualify. Sounds to Obi and Kanchen so qualify for top 4. Charles in point for no a year away and no Kanchen so bit me a top 4 and some papa dia tuja. Kabibi first, Tavayo William top opinion in chain. Kabibi for Akrano and it's a new place and I know my but you manager no.
Yeah, very happy with this performance.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah, very happy with this performance. We conceded the first goal because of his mistake, but he needs that to improve it, to understand how difficult is the Premier League.
Tuja yet Emma and so I would imagine some more Renfi. Say Grand Porter, I bet you just one bit me up. No, Mammy opinion images and be in Como. Dina said no payments for club for West Ham United and some money just in a time. No opinion sense of buy, you know. Coach no be in few of so far games a wabono. Coach no be Pam no crana, some Pam a Grand Porter buy and so coach no a better. So far, Nemotemone better Grand Porter. First game this season, Olusu 3-0. Second game 5-1. Ayadia 8-1 and our consider in 2. Eben Sita club now you're from West Ham United. Omobobo first 2 games so Premier League no more consider 8. Na Grand Porter to 2 be man in central for the binani profu kakra or send central in the job pebi obetimi aka. Odi the opebia. The opes or kabia aka.
You can say whatever you want, Jacob. Whenever you want it. I thought, yeah, that was your last question. There's a lot of other people here that might want to ask a question.
Also, the Opebia Betimiaka, and Yansema Toja, I had Emma Mutumadi, some men for went to just a Moises Caicedo, about 100 game, winning some of the captain Samba de Mano. Yes, every James Nenzon, a Fernandez decision, say about 100 game, no, or your third, a captain in Tomo Farm Bandano, and one MLB 20 and your kama. Say Enzo Fernandez, a player, me part of the year 2025, on a player goals, a plus assist, or be chang, a Chelsea player beer, Enzo Fernandez in here, I didn't want some to just 7 goals, 9 assists in 2025 alone, 16 goal contribution. I'm the same period, you know. Kopama was 16, Pedro Neto 11, Abrantia Yefeno, a year me pacho Marco Correa, a year 8, and so and a Tare George, a year 8, a man a year Renfis Abrantia for Nicola Johnson, and so a 8, Chelsea, the year 2025, a just boy, and on a Abrantia Fano, a year Enzo, a year Fernandez, and you didn't want some to get no Moises Caicedo, a year Jenny post for the 100 game, no. You will say Xavi Simons and so echo like who Xavi Simons Obama Leipzig Emma Leipzig on the Tafamono Bayern Munchen Leipzig won't me born or the former just some we are like and on a by a demamo a year to imagine so my man for went to just a world a year tallest a year player or your 7-4 and or making a debut our Moscow and no edge channel or Russia League in one Pino. Striker near okay. Way and we are saying now or your footballer or wapa. No footballer and the way we are here, me patrol do opinion ya channel and some our Lawson television, Lawson TV, our Facebook no so. Ya didn't want some tuja, our ayo jumadi se fan pada. Na obonema anka aya club no enwa ayadia o making a debut no ningina no say ayadia run upon the first football game as a professional ayo footballer. Ayadia or your former NBA ayo player. Na akwana yakaso biwa. Yakaso bi a 7-4. Not a ayadia kwano wa papa na we dey corner kick no ba some who corner kick no ko chikakra some who corner kick no sakona no sambo corner no biem eba obi a team ka striker nie we dey team be here no England team be na brepa West Ham. Okay, we don't mean about bomb pa and on Japa Yatemamo, ayo Jumadi so Barcelona Bobokuno, Manya report said DR Congo. That's a brief question a year decision some kwaji DR Congo no. DR Congo the good basa players in the for omu training a year kitchen. Now the woman and say yes so omu call say the man call omu call say oh DR Congo omu gen a year 3 million no because of financial fair play is still management breaky. Now makwaje a year do ne diaba must say a year sika 70 percent the break it through. Still, a man to maintain pay for the BB says, and for so ben and that was so says some quality DR Congo. A yes, sika no and non free passer and my men fan to just a Barcelona Bobo Kuno, Omo somebody pop, my fan to a name, some Omo Gamer, Omo and Levante Urbano. Only said the last 6 matches are Barca Abo Levante Stadium Mono, Levante, Ayadia, Omasha Barcelona 15 goals, and Omasetia Barca Bobo Kuno, the last, I guess, 6 matches. Even Madrid, the crown betting. So betting the Barca about 6 matches. Now, what's the 15 goals? Ayadia Barca, Levante, almost Stadium, Barca could be a name more thing. Barcelona Bobo could be a name more thing, and at the Amomo, and Tia, but the last player, and Odasoba Barca, or say go, our Levante Stadium, Aya Pedri, on in ye, me pacho Dewey and a Pedri, and Mammy Pedri, Onya Saugono, and my Bielso to me, Aya Kama, and Pedri, or your current Barca squad now. Pedri, a player, what's so go, and yet Levante, our Levante Stadium, or Mama Caribbean to me, say Levante, last Barca player, or so go to Levante, Aya Frank, Aya, where look the young. Striker 10 Ofri club ni manyane me pato late goal 91st minute and when you saw goal international Barca aye careful mo say Gavi wako me pato the baba ho ama holy baba wayane kama enti ne babren shop ana name ayaje wapiem ho oye ne ho yie oye ama ne ho yefe na mo lame yama de ne de nyame ne nokra nim ni enu ebeto dwa no aye obi anwa lame yama wadu time oye facia wadu time aye so ba de ne trans or de ne to ho no mo de omunsa emiamia ne kon edandan ne kon ne kama so mo hwebi what that say o mo de omunsa fa ne trim eye ne tiri ne kama edema no eye nanim fefefe lame yama wo 18 years we do some stage no so mo ye ne say enti ade a owie na owie ye nua ba no koye nua ba no ho ono ka ne say nua ma no ka ne say facial won okay omo ye nanim no ma no nti ye nua ba we na ye nanim no enti wa ye nanim kama said ne no ho be fe pa me so eno bo salame yama nanim da so fe and na omo ye nanim kama owie na omo sandini wura ba bia baba no no so eye ne kama enso edema no enti lamine etana obehu no bibia ba kama enso e do nsam nso tudwa ewo aye dwumagere so e ma remfi se Marca Sado se Catalans no mutanachi se opanye fa no Jordi aye Pons wakwakotre TV so se hwa o kama Barca mpin for no tiase Marca Sado e Barca team no ma Barca ye better e chance Frankie de Jong elbow this boy se on started the Barca who se team ni solid e chance obebo Frankie de Jong hey se say here baby ade no do no ya do some so mama e we tuma de so enche next player o renew the contract of Barcelona de Eric Garcia anom de abeto twa no so de mama e wo ayo tuma de so Eric Garcia e mo Renfis enche on so e be renew the contract no e wo football club no for Barcelona ya de nsane p enso e mama ye go some team komo ni na nsane no PSG club no omo ese one man Dembele penalty ni baby obofai ewiem pa Dembele otimi ball left and otimi ball right no this time or the aye right no and a boy na baby a branch and ball on F5 na chese ehu pa Dembele enti na me Dembele aya jama ni picture images ni bi and na wo hwere obi a ball nam chese a main goal post no and a crossbar no kra no a main no aye ten ho nsem no enso emam na no a ene ma bebre koso pa the prince only say before the game 5 trophies ni no ade a club na from aye PSG European champions and a 5 trophies omogin in a single season omogin in enso pa edo nsem no to the Marquinhos and some at the Super Cup no and so at the Coachella bia so to me ya kama me so or the Super Cup no kono some me aye PSG old players mo bo PSG o manje Champions League be no na sa kala fi e invite o mugina e mo mugina enso be so Champions League no manje no because so me champions of Europe and no John Neves e dia to just o manje 5 trophies na mo se si enya 5 no kra no mo hwe omo hwe se animanimu ya niam nyina bekoye no ma search trophies ni bi enso de account John never fanima me acha sa pranted sansam nso tudwa e won ye dwumadie so nipa enua na cha se attention nyina won so ayo Donnarumma because enua na ne fawo na course so goodbye enso etimi course Donnarumma ne na edu ba bi na cha se omu pia ne se ko supporters no when ayo PSG players no and Marquinhos and Ashraf Hakimi omu piano se ko de ko supporters no ko ka bibi chrom. my dear pa Makinos and a dear branch of Donnarumma Aqua or Trust no ho ada che somo dinidi Elton John say dia pana wie e ma Rivers oba join Manchester City enche enom eje pa no so de mamo e wo aye djuma de so man yeguso a ye de P enso premo enso e wo ba bibia aye wo bia ene ye je to dwane no yeguso ye didi aye ye nkomo no mame emfa sansem wo tuja so wo Rodrigo aje Madrid boboko no wo mo ayina from squad no ana se Brazil squad no mo yina frimo ina se Carlo Ancelotti e wo aye me patro Madrid no mane mo bi ene o sanko pie mo Brazil squad na ba bonche no wo drop yakoda na ye fa no aye Rodrigo enom de aba beto dwane no na ye se Rodrigo akache Jabi Alonso Madrid game na beba so ochina no Rodrigo ebetimi abobi obenya minute ne bi na mo yeso akache manager ne se on person beba right ho number 7 ho no on pe right wing ho no on pe nti se coach no ehwe na sa right wing ho and odene beba dia o man tranchens enya de se why ready se sa ho no obebo ni na so gire pass ba bia Mbappe and Vinicius Junior mopa no obetimi abosa position aboni ye na mom sa players ne nyina no odi o mo call right ho a o mo so ntimi mo Mbappe ntimi mo abranche fa no Vinicius Junior ntimi mo wo mo de ne koto no wantimi mo na o mo gina tem se wasa enti se wakache manager no se aye right ho no odene beba a ono aye Rodrigo obesre no enya de se ho de obebo ene ye jepa ye tema mo Antoine Semenyo na me fan to just the statement and so ababonten na Antoine Semenyo statement ni ne o se odire pass aye painful se ubemu se sabi obi de unso edi watem se wo ye de patuntum na odire pass aye se tougher punishment esa se ba for enkofo mo ye racist e football mo enya se o ye beka se o na we kura no ye se e man fast stadium man esa punishment ne mu ye do ene ye Antoine Semenyo ena de sansam ne pa ye tema mo abo ayotuma de sunta branch no se na ni abre odire pass nyama na to no na cha se ya de ha adua ye de aye nsane pi enso ema mo ebo ba bibia wo bia ma men kwa Madrid boboko na so ye se akra na ye fa Franco Mastantuono ne jersey number 30 oko na kasa ope Franco Madrid first there be Franco ye ntimi mfa ma ho ye wodin bi wo ho a oko Madrid a ye ban untimi emfa register jersey e wo Madrid sa din bi aye Franco because of General Franco enti untimi nko Madrid enko yusu aye Franco sebia wakoto Franco Mastantuono aye jersey oto ya osi o empayifo mo mame Franco da bi omo de aye Mastantuono no eno omo edebe ma o yese ye wo names aye ban enso e wo Madrid those names aye ban enso e wo Madrid no me pacho ebinie se okwa Madrid na bia wato Madrid jersey untimi nkasa Diego Armando Maradona yentrongu akire yentro David Abrancha yefon Jordi Alba yentro Leo Messi yentro Abrancha yefon Daniel Alves yentro obi de se Iniesta yentro Neymar Junior yentro Carlos Puyol aya Abrancha for the Deco Ronaldinho we mu ya Barca enkofa omontro nemo menya report say one Laporta ombetro e the amount e wo ba aya Madrid official store yesi dimbe de se Kaka Cristiano Ronaldo, Gento, Sergio Ramos, Alfredo Di Stefano, Nike Casillas, Omusu Dino, Okwa, Madrid for Enfa, Omudino, Engo, Mujesiachi, and Enfamount, Yenim said a Sansam no, and CCTS and Neka Kamuni Ronaldo Munano, Omunyan Famount, our official store, and on a Madrid Bobocono, and no commerce of the part of the Toja, Yadin Emma Mutumaji, Sumaman Fantuja, so when it's Argentina, a Rosario Centra, a club, no, BBC and Krakatoba, Kokunya car accident, Yamino Crenimly, a hard papa, Nam Yafana Kevin, a Gutierrez, a Yadia Yamenqua, Yasa Branchana, Yafana. To Maria mo omunyina to America e because oyadea ofi training and na ekofie hwese na car no enso esie boy ni so video na utumi sem nyamenko akora no ebianka football na wo bono kran ko ntimi amobiem etim fa player na ma odini a chese o just 18 years pe a chese okopra na se ne okonya accident ni mo jamete no and it's a hospital no ene ma nyina eye kama Sergio Aurier enso ayadea the next 6 months ontimi amobo sanka wote so bi ntimi mo football for 6 months not just when you ACL say Abranche for the Sergio Aurier Ivory Coast no former Spurs aye player PSG player no yes when you hepatitis B sa yare na akwa na nya ne ntino ontimi amobo the next 6 months hepatitis B and Abranche enso timi enya ontimi emfa football no saying ɛno ɛyɛ nsɛm ne so abɛtɔ dwa yɛ tema mo ɛwɔ dwumadie so first image Eberechi Eze ɛwɔ ɛyɛ patro Arsenal ɛyɛ Emirates Stadium. Enra Eberechi Eze new image and second year. Okoye photo shoot. Arsenal from fa picture biama bonton mo fa hwema bonten. Nemo oko Emirates wo ayadia omo ba be announce no eti video ni pictures na okotwa ye no ɛna me patro yenya ye nkrofo na omo enso anya akwana yɛde no ho nsɛm enso to dwane Eberechi Eze ɛna yɛde no ho kɔma yɛde no ho nsɛm pi enso mamo Thomas Frank ɛna ebisa na sɛ Eze mo anya no express for Eberechi Eze we dodge dodge mo and also one player when you're ready so say Jesse your badge and over respect your pel when you has a broken heart kasapa a club and from on just pass on coach now as when you're broken heart you coach on Eze Bar one man.
Any players that don't want to come to the club and don't want to come to the club and wear this fantastic badge, then we don't want them here. I think that's very clear. And I'm also pretty sure that the fans will feel the same. If they don't want to put the fantastic shirt over their head, play for the badge, play for the club, really enjoy it, no problem. Then we don't want them there. So I think that's a key message. I don't want any players.
And the manager now, your friend, me pacho, Hansi Flick. Also, did you pass a quantity to a fantastic season? Open us a quantity, a manager Yanet and Ebai. Yenti manager on Rashford. She say, send the city or Barca.
Some more options, and I know also that he is more familiar with the 11. So, but. His strength, what he has, is his first touch and also with the dribbling, with his speed. He's
yeah, me pato ayadia odi 18 years no and trust our book we book na babontain to mom and dad and in here I just say for otro a year book no and the man papa nie and an mame and so any say Chelsea star boy Estavayo aye William the book ne baboncheno and ra what to international assistant by your samporo modern and so it me and so ayadenya man of the match no and they won some so by your demamo aye jumajini so yemi so Mariska last season Chelsea o same ayadia obian can we aye top four this is it and pay for the dear no man catch almost the Champions League and Premier League
where we achieve top 4 that no one expect, and the most important thing, no one asked me in the first season finish top 4 Champions League. They asked me in 2 years Champions League.
Ejoro who say well serious expectations okay and your manager no ninsama and no dia tudwa ya de emamo ewo dwumagini so na papa say 5 players on my Chelsea no can be before mo so far e João Pedro mo players next Tavayo mo on my Chelsea no so far who mo saying
João Pedro, Liam, Estevao, Jamie Gittens, that he will be good for sure. They are all fantastic players. You can see that probably Liam and Joao, they are a little bit more ahead of the rest, but the reason why is because they were already here in England.
It's a impact. I Chelsea, Elmoma, Ukraino, me so say be on nipa bebre yo monwa. Yinche Joao Pedro, about Chelsea 68. Say Chelsea mu yedia, Joao Pedro.
I was expect to come to the big team a long time, so that's why I came with a lot of energy to take my spot, to take my opportunity, and
bebre and about Chelsea Ramirez mo Thiago Silva mo ayadia players bebre na ba also say why dreams also be big Mark as a Brazilian there Chelsea.
I mean, there's some big names for you to follow in their footsteps.
Yeah, of course. A lot of Brazilians came here and made history, so now is the beginning of my journey. And I think you have too much to see then.
Mr. Unseko Palmer, warm up on Weprano, said an city at the Mamo Chelsea players, no, Joao Pedro.
Thank you. I think starting the beginning of the game 1-0 down, but you showed the togetherness today. Like I said in the other interview, the togetherness today. We're starting the beginning of the game 1-0 down, but you showed it
no Bruno Guimaraes said ya sir me pacho Jude Bellingham your most complete player we say player bi anywhere or Jude Bellingham in terms of player or your complete or did you percent Ballon d'Or no akra no nso ebejibi eno eyensemo no odia to dwe demamo yes won corner ban na did you pass Saudi Super Cup no are successful enso e wo Hong Kong to mo person mo san host the BM because they say Hong Kong for next year 2 Eddie Ronaldo match no and final no enso Pastor Atletico de 4 support 35,000 APM nano anase ayadia nano anajo emra omu PMO enso ekohwe eye won players o matomo introduce on players no yesa kwane fa Julian Alvarez ono enanku photo ni JCC pa nipa de 5,000 no baby obefa bia Julian Alvarez images ni bi and ya dema mo ewo jumaje ni so and ya but Napoli boboko no aja Italian champions and no mo sase achesem ya team no enso ewura campaign anya grokra omo hotel ho mo ko mo nya baby kra Antonio Conte and the players no and ye jo mo nkomo atata se mfanto ja se Arsenal spend 250 million pounds or did you pass omo aso ambition omo did you pass say team na etre say ayadia omo enso PBBI.
Yeah, that word backed, I don't know. We try to do everything in every department to have the best possible resources, the best people, and to be as competitive as we can. And that's what we try to do when it comes to the transfer market. And I think instead of backing me, it shows the ambition of the club, the ambition of ownership, the ambition of the board.
Shakwan, maybe a Shakwan will be ano yenchia yenua Shakwan and no Shak no Shakwan no. Now chairman and I on Saturday hot road race maybe will be an ebechiano and others ne kwame manyan into schoolboy ho discount ho ne Saturday in Tiwa offer will be our quarter and ye ninua munina and so we will kill and as our fitamo udua was a can say and a discount day ho yemfa and no ensure demum yebeba not just a WS bet in Ghana. Ye de omo aye booking course no e de april and ye WS bet in Ghana. Kwame.
Ken.
Na nemo to say.
Nyankopon don bibia bo.
Ye nkomo bi me.
Meda sina ma mensha asem femfree no game e call so between West Ham and Chelsea. Ye nyina nim say no Chelsea kwa we ko win 5-1. I believe a good result said the match Chelsea and na hu be hia say Chelsea ba ko win sa game we no ma win ni yi. Most especially say Chelsea first game omutina fi against Crystal Palace. Nyoman Kuyan Farmer Chelsea Bobo Kono. So going into their second game, na hu be hia say Chelsea bit menya sa victory way. Net me asa the confidence and believe na sa babo buku ni mu bi. Ken, ye bo game ni wie ye no. Me share a lot of commentaries, a lot of comments. Yes, West Ham team ni na nya ade na Chelsea akotwa form so. Ana West Ham mpokra Sunderland ashane 3 Chelsea shane 5 yenye news enti Chelsea anshada nye bibia. I was like, wow. Say ye bo game wie. Na what na se na ye critical analysis a. Team no win ye no. Ubehu effort ni adwuma po ye. 5 na Chelsea ko share ye no. Enye se West Ham team no that poor to the extent say Chelsea ko ya no ko share 5. Chelsea eye adwumaden ana omunya asa 5 no se Chelsea ko ye ana omo so kokko omo ho a Chelsea ko ye ana oman kokonkodin a nka sa 5 ne mba. So Chelsea a washe 5-1 against West Ham no. The first thing you need to know and to understand here say then na Chelsea ko ye ya otimi ko share sa 5 no. Most especially say Chelsea SR boy without almost star boy Cole Palmer. And to know be a how Chelsea ebetima performing without Cole Palmer. Betima ye nyoma yana and to be honest with you adiena me de mani hu ye no. Me jitu mu say West Ham bobo ni nye bobo omo performance no suru bebre. Ba adiena me hu wo Enzo Maresca ni Chelsea bobo ni ho no. Na mani age e de ama Chelsea team no. So what check Chelsea a Chelsea first game omo boy against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace about 5 back. Or city deep. Chelsea struggle say obebie Crystal Palace bobo ni. Enra game no. That was the mentality and the approach of West Ham. Say you about 5 back. You be city deep. Ye ma Chelsea spaces. But dey na Chelsea here you know. And omo ma team and friends say West Ham. E look bad. Say omo will leave a lot of spaces. Chelsea nyoma miensa and the ko ye de ma Chelsea. The first thing I mean who ye e Chelsea bobo ni no say Chelsea build up omo faces ni nyina no omunya numerical advantage. Enra Chelsea use 3 phases in omu build up. Chelsea first phase of omu build up, omu shall from Mechiro. So the first phase of Chelsea build up, omu build up. Omu back 4 no omu boy no ebe than 3 back. 3 back no play obe leave sa 4 back no eya branch friend se Malo Gusto. So anytime be a Chelsea be check omu first phase of omu build up na se no Malo Gusto efre chiro ho na occupy the right wing go na ekoka Chaloba tosin adara bi you ana Kukureya. So sa 3 players no ana be the first phase of omu build up na se no man invite Kaisedo say on be join the first phase no so anytime be a Chelsea be say omu first phase build up na se no Chaloba operate as a right centre back Kukureya operate as a left centre back na tozen adara bi oyo eso so operate as a sweeper na o man invite Kaisedo say obey the first ball receiver so Chelsea first phase of omu build up no omu ye 4 players sa 4 players no for say West Ham 3 forwards ne say also omu close omu and West Ham 3 forwards no aye Pakita Fulkrug and Abrante friend say Bowen so we check Chelsea for a first phase of omu build up Chelsea ewo Kaisedo owo Kukureya mpachoko wechi Chelsea wo Kaisedo owo Kukureya or Tosin Adarabioyo or Chaloba 4 players against West Ham 3 near Pakita Fulkrug and Abrante friend say Bowen so the first thing I be notice see what Chelsea build up near say omu first phase omu numbers 4 versus 3 so the first phase of Chelsea build up enra game no Chelsea enya sa numerical superiority no that's the first phase obeteke sa de say Chelsea build up from omechiro wa Chelsea numbers the second phase of Chelsea build up no mfimfin ho and now say Malo Gusto occupy the right wing area ho no Emma Estivao move by inside ebe operate as a right midfielder so anytime be a Chelsea be shall say some build up biano Estivao embo as a typical right winger but operate as a right midfielder so Estivao become midfielders no and now say Kukureya operate as a left centre back no Enzo Fernandez join the attack ni operate as a left midfielder then Kaisedo sa ho so anytime be a Chelsea bedroom finfin ho in their second build up phase biano Chelsea wo Kaisedo or Estivao or Joao Pedro or Enzo Fernandez 4 against the 2 pivots of West Ham that's Susek and James Ward-Prowse so in their second phase of a build up Chelsea saw our numbers than West Ham so first phase our numbers than West Ham the second phase our numbers than West Ham and Chelsea third phase the final third no so Chelsea senior numbers Chelsea attack here and I'm say Malo Gusto join the attack obedane a right winger on the right side Pedro Neto on the left side so Chelsea 2 wingers anytime you attack you Enzo Fernandez and I'm see a man opportunity to search forward no or join the attacking front no then Estivao join it Enra Chelsea idea Enzo Maresca ya manage one say Obo Dilap as the number 9 and Obo Abrante friend said Joao Pedro as the number 10 Rose ayedema asa 2 players near say Dilap ebema omo boss present na Dilap ase jina West Ham defender ba so na a creative space ediama Estivao Pedro Neto and a Joao Pedro so anytime be a Chelsea be attack biano Chelsea saw our numbers our the final third or Malo Gusto or Pedro Neto or Joao Pedro Enzo Fernandez or Abrante friend said Dilap and or Estivao so anytime be a Chelsea be attack biano in their third phase or saw our numbers and almost second goal no a clear example of the Chelsea a course no so which I can second goal na ken second goal na Chelsea share no and now say Dilap operate omo boss presence na or say Pini West Ham for defender no anytime bia no adwuma na Dilap ye ne nkofo nhweye enra Dilap ojebo ni bia na o make sure say obe close down West Ham e center back baako eno na be create space e dia ma Joao Pedro and Pedro Neto so anytime you omunya that space to run into enti Dilap adwuma o ye pa no enra Dilap and operate here as the offensive pivot but against West Ham o mentimi enya saade because na obo Joao Pedro as the number 9 na saade ni ntimi mba Benra Dilap no man ebo as a number 9 omo boss present and at the same time you were Pini West Ham for player baako so it created a lot of spaces edema Abrante friend say Estivao it created space edema Joao Pedro any Pedro Neto and the match Chelsea to me yes adian so the first thing I mean notice will give him here say Chelsea are also 5 no Chelsea in almost phases of play almost you saw 3 phases ni nyina no Chelsea enya numerical superiority over West Ham I ebo Chelsea bobuku no The second thing, a constant movement and rotation. Constant movement and rotation, yes, say. Chelsea jebo na, unse players ni movie around. Because opponent no mo kwa no opponent no ebe na adwen say onbe mark Chelsea out onbe come man to man. By now say Chelsea a lot of rotation. Players we move from different angles, different zones no say o mark omo bre. Enti ma Chelsea a lot of spaces. E go to a time. Chelsea jebo na Caicedo na obo as a number 6 no or drop be chira be operate as a center back. Na ama Joao Pedro na obo as a number 10 no abegina number 6. Enti si yekase mark Joao Pedro na ono nebo number 10 na aje se also follow na ba deep. Enti sa constant rotation and movement no and it create a lot of spaces edema Chelsea na Chelsea etimi nya that spaces etimi de ball no kona nim no. Enti sa wo check obi to say Thousand Adarabia you are enra as a center back. Na on a lot of line breaking passes. So what check it Thousand Adarabia passes are not the kona nim and now spaces are na in between the lines of West Ham na ebwa Chelsea bobuku no. And you talk of Estivao and obi a boy Estivao abaso. Estivao enya sa spaces na kontimi operate. Onim say na Estivao enya 13 final entries. Say yemfa ball enko West Ham box ni onya 13. No single player wa Chelsea set up ni ma otimi nya final entries than Estivao. And abrantie no how will see it direct. How are ne ball no productivity no was through oje ball na unse ode ball ne ba be bibi and gradually oswadie by unhu football IQ na unim say with time. Abrantie ni betima pagya na so no wetimi grow to that level no so enra Chelsea that constant rotation and movement no ebwa Chelsea the 13 Chelsea take advantage over set pieces say Chelsea gradually almost set pieces necessary so what check Chelsea against Crystal Palace Chelsea enya kwana bia na oma player baako ebegina first post so and mostly oyusu Kukureya so player no baako to corner no or target first post Kukureya gina ho no na Kukureya afleke ball no e dia ko inside and na Chelsea players ne be rane enti say what check Chelsea first game against Crystal Palace almost second game against West Ham say the pattern of almost set pieces most especially eba corner kicks na e the same player ba kunjina first post na yem bobo and informal non flake na your players ne en rane and then Chelsea take advantage over that set pieces enti say what check almost first game and almost second game na clearly difference ne so Chelsea against Crystal Palace Chelsea about 568 passes against Crystal Palace. Onya 19 attempt to score. 3 penalty on target. 2 big chances. 1 shegu. And onya SG of 1.6. By enra game at Chelsea boy, no. Onya 577 passes. Emu 12 attempt to score. Emu 7 on target. Emu 7 say big chances. And onya SG of 2.74. And it's a what check Chelsea first game against Crystal Palace. Second game against West Ham. Say clearly. Chelsea in their second game improve in terms of attack and then they boy Chelsea no omunya numerical advantage omu three build ups ni nyina no faces ni nyina no omunya numerical advantage constant rotation and movement and omu take advantage over set pieces no big gaps to Chelsea ye hope say sa the number continue go na Chelsea concede in many anje ho onim say Pakita go no na SG no 0.01 na enye go e wo say Chelsea na 0.01 and minim se nkofo be blemu Sanchez by sa wo check ya nipa no lose ball no coach ni pokra kan na Estivao by sa wo check ya player na nka wo so close Pakita was Caicedo na Caicedo ko and no self slow down and the creative space no goalkeeper no so anya de but you know Chelsea team redeem omo ho a on be share 5-1 a good win for Chelsea team no ope Chelsea now do the credit e dia man men ko kasa West Ham team na anya de for credit e for Chelsea enye obi na betima ko West Ham fee akwa share 5 Chelsea akoye sadie na now the Chelsea credit e dia man no enra wo Germany Bayern SH 6 Leipzig and Shebi ken Bayern team no makabe bre say e team ba ko a in terms of yen attack yen create yen goals omo one of the best omo a lot of quality offensive third a team omo attack here or Hurricane or Michael Olise or Serge Gnabry or Luis Diaz or Kimeka obetime distribute balls ne dia mom enti se Bayern jebo na attack here creativity from the left from the right central every single channel Bayern to me attack it enti se ukoshia Bayern na yen creating yen goals or the bema so what check Bayern last season or say 154 goals in all competition You most likely say how I buy an assassin, you know. Goals or send the last season, no, obetima sa doubles our goals in the how o met me assassin, you know. And a dear back one many Jane say, buy an equipu clean sheet. Can you say a 2022? Anytime be alive the best yabayan, be alive the eshe goals 80 yabayan. By any game, the Bayern 90 yama lives the can go. By Bayern share lives the Biana from 2022, Ebano. Say Bayern ebe renew so renew Leipzig go benwa omo prevent Leipzig from scoring. So at least some certain level of improvement without the ball. Aba wo Bayern bo boku nim. By a ball game ni wie no Hurricane obi ebo Hurricane abaso. The first game of Bundesliga wabot 3 goals. Can you say Hurricane oko Bundesliga ne third season ye. Wabot 98 games. Wase 89 goals. Wamount 24 assists. Were involved in 113 goals and a Diama Bayern. Mejitum say Oba Bundesliga Bayern was through. So Bayern are the likely so be dominating no was through. By kin minu nim say. Enye Bundesliga na be ma Hurricane ashe goals. Hurricane ewo Premier League ye target Premier League ne say omo top teams, omo top defenders no. Na Hurricane ewo Premier League no na oshe goals left and right. Enti enye league na Hurricane akọ na ebeka say Hurricane nim go che. Onim go na nkasa shedada. There were different types of strikers. You will be oye poacher. You were target man. You were auxiliary. You were inside striker. You were different types of strikers. But Branty and friend say Hurricane no can we prove what they say time without number or you be a clinical finisher. And last season now or say 26 goals. And then top scorer of Bundesliga no say enye plan beba you most likely say obesa jigo kin be or Germany or ko ni no 2 seasons ni no wajigo kina. First game 3 goals, say enye plan beba Hurricane afema. Most likely say Hurricane besha more than 30 goals. Ewo Bundesliga nim this season. Bayern so shall see ye Germany. Manchester beba sono ebino. Manchester City tenefi against AS. Tough game. Recently, team bakwa Manchester City shana or struggle pano AS bobuku no. Enti Spurs in the last 2 visitor wako Etihad nano. Manchester City intimi share no. Spurs a winning baako and omakobo draw baako. And obi bia o Manchester City fan bia no ebe testify say nanse omusia Spurs a omubre. So ye game baako ebe very difficult for both sides. Most especially say 2 teams ni nyina first game e wo Premier League obi awini. Team e friend say Manchester City ni first game okwa away to Wolves e ko wini 4. Spurs etne fie e she Burnley 3-0. Enti obi era game ni motivation odi era game ni ne eso. Ken me share first Manchester City ne first game. Man say dem who changes bebre or Manchester City setup ni. Manchester City as usual ukoshia na yen deal with short passes. Pep Guardiola pe short passes on Pep boy bosin bebre. So sa de ne ensesa time bi opeso control game ni wo opposition third. Team or tie control game e wo opposition third no. E team or attack bebre. Se utina wo kire ho na wo defend deeper. On time control game wo opposition third. And anytime we are Manchester City per se onya numbers e position half na o create offensive overload edit your opponent and you beka Man City e control game e position third se okrabo na or expect to say 8 Nuri I will be operating on the left side no ebe join the attack ni bi Nico Gonzalez say in case Rodrigo Cascante and me anya fit in timer Nico Gonzalez be boni 6 obejina so mu krabo na etimi allow ti yani rind say onko nanim kakra no nkoka duku ho onkoka Oscar Bob ho onkoka Bernardo Silva ho no nkoka Haaland ho anim ho enti ukosia Manchester City bia na opade e kan say offensive numerical advantage enti o attack a open numbers wo position third na wetimi a create game no a control game no e wo position third and say chances ne ba unim say omo wo a fox in the box in the shape of Haaland ball ne beto no na a certain kwa the ball ne beto atinim so Manchester City game plan no man sesa bebre but dia say so omo sa dia ka omo game ne ho ne say omo lose ball na how quickly omo timi sa be recover edge ball no enya dia ba akwa say Manchester City ewum and me sa share Spurs first game Spurs e ball Burnley quality no enduru Spurs so sa match no Spurs and the control game no mienu eni nipa dodo na omo hwe football na anim say Spurs okwa share Manchester City no on control possession no and say Manchester City but dia minimum about Spurs bobo ne Thomas Frank ne say omo be use a lot of width and crosses. The reason why Spurs ebe use width and crosses no the player na say ɔyɛ the go-to man Edema space that's Ghana ni Abrantie Muhammad Kudus yamani freedom to operate enkane last season na player ni amani that freedom to operate ɛyɛ freedom with purpose no na yɛ James Madison ni hɔ enti player man that freedom to operate no ɛyɛ Kudus so Kudus never je ball obe carry ball no dia content no one across it and then near the betimi Manchester City ball buku no and so what check Man City team na who expand your team no now we hear crosses are team a friend says pace our Richarlison na obetime use on the height no a battle with Manchester City for defenders no and anytime biana obemo more constant pressure no omo nya comfortable with the ball so say Manchester City Spurs betime akwa we akwa konya good results are how ombema Manchester City constant pressure Ombe expand this City bobo nim. Now why a lot of crosses inside the box. And me expect to say this midfield ebe ye key the space. Sir Thomas Frank ebo Palina. Bentancur ana sa ebe ma kudu swatono. Bentancur sa. Then Abrante friend say eye Palina. These are destroyers. Omo beje boy free nsem ombe distribute na kudus a carry ball no. Ente wose kudus enya players a ombe ye workaholic work no sa combative work no fifi na kudus etimi agibon no edi ball na seje for because a game a Man City enko dominate play enti what's a player no be carry ball or be create chances no o man a lot of defensive work enti what's a midfielders no eye players a on be ye adwuma ndi ama kudus eye game back a wonim second the last 4 games are City and Spurs abo Etihad no amaye 21 goals the last 4 games ewo Etihad between these two clubs amaye 21 goals 2 or more goals ebe PM was sa game nim Arsenal ni least Arsenal first game one dominate bonya the best results
okay
that's 3 points playing against Leeds me expect Arsenal say obe dominate obenya good results and as usual say Arsenal dominate here onim said Declan Rice bit ma konanim Martinelli bit ma creating chances Bukayo Saka be creating men disrespect Leeds bobukun by Leeds Echo Emirates no ebe extremely difficult for Leeds oba kwaje 3 match ban points a game back so me expect you carry say obetimenya the first goal e dey my team friend say Arsenal e wo the Premier League a win for Arsenal and Fulham and Manchester United will good record against Fulham e wa away the last time Manchester United they call Fulham fee e call lusu game no was way back 2010 2009 from 2010 Eben Manchester United enko away enko lusu wo Fulham fee Manchester first game olusu ye by ball na Manchester United boy no e ma Manchester United supporters ni gidie any young for say on betimi akwako wini ewa against Fulham enti the Manchester United de be hia na say on betimi nya consistency in no gameplay no betimi improve no ma ye clinical say Manchester si akan a on fa nani nkoto Bruno nkwa so kunya ewo ho embuam wo ho Amadi Diallo free bench ebetima ba besisa game no so Manchester ebo sa game no the ball Arsenal na o improve ewo the final third Manchester ba kunya good results Levante and Barcelona Ken we a story be say Barcelona ko Levante bia ehu eye no kre the last 6 games at Barcelona ko Levante fie no Barca win just 2 elusu 3 a draw 1 eye grounds ba kwa Barcelona kwa or struggle by believe Barcelona be win this game we onima de bi Barca last season or share 174 goals with 19 different players the first game or share 3 different players dey na catch row e chese eye go boku a nanim hofo ni nyina pe goals omo pe numbers Lami pe numbers Lewandowski be pe numbers Ferran Torres be pe numbers obi pe numbers enti Barcelona na wo kwa we no ade a mehu ni ye say players no mo anim ho no enibre na omo di pe goals no and be boa Barcelona a win for Barcelona a win for Real Madrid team no and no Italian Serie A so a onim say for the past 6 seasons obi antimi win the league in different day so pressure will be on Napoli.
But that's say you better the last 6 seasons away Chile. We Chile going to me defend. Alderson, Bremna be rem kakrama.
But I say Ken, Mama we say Shadrach happy birthday on Kasama Dawood.
Yeah, Shadrach mahu na yene be dia ma mi wi am ba be na mu fa na yin to so mama Shadrach no. On Kasama Dr. Dawood. Yeah. Okay. Can't you know the better so mama?
For Wusu with 2 years happy birthday.
Okay.
Papa Shadrach.
Nti Shadrach ni. Okay. On a Kasama Dr. Dawood. Yencha Dr. Dawood. And Anope. Okay, Yanko.
Sadek ba equia for nene birthday. Ken mama ntwaso. Football a revolve. enkane send any yesi bo football send any yesi ti football ase every 10 years bia esesa na it is good that say we in century we obi a ope football we obi a dachi we ope pass ubeye coach every year and I say years go by emre no esesa na football e revolve no you would have to go alongside it and yes sir obekech send your enkane ni yesi boy a ball defenders fa ball like and fa hon purpose na say let's get more goals the obesha goals do one and fa so one so no e revolve send your enkane ni yehye team a coach bia pe 4-4-2 number 9 and number 10 ss number 9 no owa send your ball ball ni sim ten a de bia no oba peke a ball no efri soro ene asesa me can ye see studio say you see acquire your first share goals over the years coaches at Nancy are stopping opponents from scoring goals. It is a way a good coach. How do you get goals from other sources? Because any time will be an open play with the best goal. So coaches started finding solutions. Senior Danny Daya sits them yet say technology finding solutions at the Mayeno. Sana football coaches finding solutions to problems. Sanity. Now, the last 10 years in here, Premiership clubs, La Liga, European top 5 clubs are investing more into set pieces coaches. Why do you so? Because say open play goals no eya kitwe bi. So Sadia, let's find ways of scoring. Enkane na Stock City eya bi ba na atwetwe omo. Na Rory Delap enya throwing bia stock nyade, but throwing is there or the best set pieces. Now, there has been so much talk about the Arsenal set pieces coach, Nicolas Jova. But the reality pay woman say, Mama Kasam Chemo. One say, you were set pieces. And you were corner kicks. Corner kicks, set pieces, I see. But yeah, you can't even boom. But the difference, the woman say, last year, and your Arsenal, Nesha goes to do our set pieces. One say, a Danko 4 teams, Arsenal, they the best team ever set pieces. That is not the truth. Arsenal are your best in corner kicks, not set pieces. Last year, their share set pieces goes power premiership. Now Crystal Palace, 15 set pieces goes. 10 of them now corner kicks. Arsenal has 13 set pieces goes. Now Arsenal, then 11 of them and then corner kicks. In terms of corner kicks, I want to Arsenal Gina. Last year, Chelsea has 11 set pieces goes. Corners ya Marco 6. Last year. Now a 6 corner kick goals from Chelsea. Afi ye biano Chelsea were 3. Now me can ye see assembly so I betray my dreams because 2 years ago Arsenal started say almost set pieces. One of my bet Arsenal for traditions. Watch this. Maybe highlights and maybe they are about the Chelsea team. No idea. Ken, Quavana Chelsea for Afano as the set pieces coach. Chelsea for £1 million now. Echo fan if you bring food or more. Yet is can't turn. Now, and now Chelsea a winning club World Cup picture be trendy. Now, was a Mexican for check. Now, I'm for him on a fan of Quavano. Now, there is something unique in BSC or Club World Cup. Chelsea for your corner kicks are no the 4 players. Plus, Maku 4. Eko good corner kick corner ho. Can't mean ye no. Now, I'm for raising questions. Now, does it make sense for Chelsea to do that? Say, now we crowd here numbers our boxing. So why would you want to place 4 players there? On the place Maku 4 and the Kugu corner kicks area. A Club World Cup no. Now, the reason I say Chelsea and long or born a short passing, say they or bring overload or the corner area, or because on your overloader or your place 4 or your 1, 2, 3 passes, he's good to go. Kent's next one, he's good to go. So that was the whole idea. Into 4 players in year. Now, Let me give you an example in the Club World Cup. Even against Benfica, it was Chelsea corner case or Boni na. Mama next one. Sana Neti. You're a premiership in Imuno against Crystal Palace. And the Chelsea for realizing say, sir, 4 players on the ball corner kicks, no. Say opponents, yeah, no winning so at the 4 players echo. Then Chelsea will use it. Mama, she said this is a sign. Mama, no against West Ham United. Now, you see what Chelsea does? On West Ham United, and so the same players, Marco saying the 4. Eddie be blockade Chelsea. Corner kicks, send a bear Chelsea for M1 shots. Now, Osha baby a package. Now, what Osha television so I'm 10 no. I want a Marco Kurela Gina. Until you ask yourself, say, I then a Marco Kurela did be a born on a flake and a baby Gina. How? After the Chelsea baby corner kick no. Now, see Chelsea beba. Na Marco Kurela na Gina essence and now teams are preventing Chelsea from doing the short passes with 4 players. Marco Kurela no ebe move about Begina the first point. Na enra nkomo na emesre enra me hu ade bi about the Chelsea team. He ade Arsenal 4 year Chelsea for complain sa say Chelsea for susu ye bi. Mami go on na me nkyere wade. Na Ken wankasa for verdict Fabra. Liam Delap.
Of a keeper nature na usum no.
We dey wankasa maybe someone wankasa obia kyere na bi.
We dey bia we Chelsea na obeti make so of a keeper nature.
Of Anichi.
Itwem.
And
I was usum. Because at this stage I saw more Marco Correa na Liam Delap. But he be just na buy no. Referees no man o man hu bibia sa.
Honestly, say coaches ni yes smart and I was say VAR for near extremely smart.
Because they say Arsenal my team sitting na obia ni abre. Obia be because
obia target goalkeeper.
To keep an near holding kakra bia.
Ometria fouls. See, it is something now the teams are taking advantage of. So far, I think say it's been so good. Last game against Crystal Palace, Chelsea ball 11 corner kicks. Nina na regimes about to say a COB so. And at this time around 1.7. Well, football no sanity. Back in. Nini name no. And little observation kakra about the Chelsea team. Say no adia efe. I na me adma about this Chelsea team. They say how Chelsea builds up. No, we all know the numbers before Chelsea build up 3-2-5, but every single game almost the same structure. No, how many times haven't we mentioned say Chelsea Marco Kurela onu mom na okoka enimu for and now Marco Kurela in the entire 90 minutes he was playing as the left center back. SSI. In do 3-2-5 no the personnel nipa no ebema 3-2-5 na ye but every single time it keeps on changing. And I think say it is good. I bet watch Chelsea because say no who map up strategy against Chelsea. You are mapping about against one individuals ben a map up again because you might think say Marco Kurela ebe overlap aba be can 5 players na Chelsea ni mo no the next game on can no jina center back wo, which is extremely good. But for we learn next vow on the Ken you see enyo bia ni team create via passes. Baby, I will learn extra vow and run no because of Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto was operating more of a right winger. Chelsea Gutabola in possession. Malo Gusto operated as a right winger. Not just say extra vow no. Ebe jina fin wakakra. Baby o jina no brony friend half space, right half space. Na ehono mostly number 10 for no. Aya no the passing and the creative chance. Because I know someone in pass here, which me create chance easily. But extra there no, now one day in your pass, but so no offer ball, now or the ball pianwa, or special talents. Well, let's see. There talks of you, Manchester City in the Tottenham Hotspur game. Look, 21 games in the last 4 games. Say about 4 games away had. Between Tottenham and City, na 21 goals APM. A chance of goals between these two teams. ACDB City asha 9 and 1 Etihad, and Tottenham asha 12. Na chance of Kofwe Tottenham for the City so recently. Pep Guardiola teams are or struggle to beat. But we Liverpool are sending tenner. And yet Tottenham Hotspur. And the City boogie side, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur. And then City, about Tottenham bill. Now that is where the fear is. I've been monitoring the Tottenham Hotspur team because of the obvious Mohamed Kudus. Now, Ken, last year, Ange Postecoglou team, it wasn't that they were a bad team. Tottenham last season, no more ball pa. But Ange a too stubborn with the tactics to say, send me see ball, high line me ball means stand that irrespective of the opponent. It's war Shanwa on Sasan. It wasn't as if say Ange Postecoglou not a bad coach. He wasn't a bad coach. Name of the stubbornness to stick to one tactics was 10 or better not the same tactics. That was his problem. Into Thomas Frank ever fat him. One of those things are now I was on my catcher and say, look, Yendimu, send ya we see someone based on the games, yes, half am I against Bayern Munich. I watched the Tottenham Hotspur team. I'm like, Coach Nico BM against Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich won 4. And who says a source? It's against Tottenham Hotspur. 4-3-3 now ball against Bayern. Also, San and Sano called 5 against Paris Saint-Germain. Let's just say, what's the San and Sano team? Depending on the opponent, so or feel so on Timiwa or defend it. So feel so bet Timiwa no be a game no wabo. Into or your coach on San and Sano based on the game. Into and possibility say, some can line up who 5 at the back. I will not be surprised. Say Tottenham about 5 at the back, meaning say a counter attack any set pieces and only be go ashe. One team people talk less about and say Tottenham was for 4 centre backs, Danso, Kevin Danso, Osua Pau, Van de Ven, Osua, Christian Romero, Eba Ebo Ofa, Bentancur, Ofa. Matasa Ofa Palinya. These are tall guys. It is or a defensive in his game. Set pieces plays major role, which Manchester City struggle with. About set pieces, it is a problem. However, City strengths in passing games are short passes. City on Sasan and on Sasan against Wolverhampton Wanderers. City, I'm not forcing City share for me, but there are so many things that it was against Manchester City. But the result is what people normally talk about, no problem. But you see, against Tottenham Hotspur, short passes, say City lose pass back on FIFA. That is where the problem is. And normally, Tottenham versus City, a City passing game and a Tottenham press or Mwetibono, and the free with him. And I'm expecting more goals. A goals, I'm expecting. But City will probably win against Tottenham Hotspur. Fulham name Manchester United game, okay? Me pese yeshade bi kakra. I was just calculating Manchester United under Ruben Amorim, the Premiership games awabo. 7 wins, 6 drawn games, 15 losses. We lose 15. Na se u lose 15 a soccer ball statistics. Because for a coach, you say 28 Premier League games or 27 points. Sunderland cry a bit pamu. But you see, the kind of GDA, any space a Manchester United sporting directors no board, Ediama Ruben Amorim, he needs to pay them back. Because this statistics, any other team they will sack you. And then Graham Potter won't pen up Pamono. Statistics type way Biana Ruben Amorim that's Manchester United. First game, Obian cancelled because United played well. So the season starts against Fulham. Saborno against Arsenal. We expect Manchester United to do same and even play well and get the results. Fulham for no Ken. Adia Bakwa almost strength in the second half. So we say Marco Silva, yes substitution. Now Rodrigo Muniz, and as Harry Wilson, and a free bench eba. Kofono free bench baby on Beshegu. Fulham strength no. Ono bebo Joachim Anderson, Kevin Bassey, Ryan Sassanyo, Tete Kendi. Omunina be defended very well. But in the second half, Rodrigo Munoz from last season play bien or was a goals a China from the bench. 8 goals, 7 goals. Who you only free one? Harry Wilson. These are 2 players. A time will be able to bar on the course problems at the teams. It's a way Manchester United. Now analyze this Fulham team and you know say their strengths is their substitutions when they come up in the second half from Michel Gola. What it means to say make sure say you start a game now, kill the game. That is the easiest part. Because someone can carry game no con anymore. That is where they are dangerous because Adam Traore mu ebe free bench haba. It's I feel say Manchester United should make sure say you start a game now. First half 2-0, then you can relax and play your normal football. Levante, Barcelona. These are games, with all due respect, Senka and you see a one analysis. But another Hans Flick won 3-0. He was very angry. What catch a place they say, you be first round or no, either son or Madrid mu bebree. And also say results now when you know and your confidence obetinya can say leg no betinya because Barcelona say first half of the season I was so much me BM gap ni mu kakra so that they can relax and concentrate on the Champions League. So every single game is important to the Barca coach. Now against low blocks teams no and they are a problem kakra. And now against Mallorca coach ni Yifemi Lopez Efremuntem. No problem. I have always said, say, player behind the profile. So what about team? Not team near high line. And that's a mid block. Next space is our Femi Lopez a one day a space. Oh no, the strength a Mikatuo. Chaos game. Na born na but that's his strength. Name them so opponents in the city deep. You don't need players who use space to play. You need players that uses intelligence. That is why I say, Salo blocks teams, the best player for Barcelona should be Dani Olmo. And then, or you're fully fit. Say Dani Olmo, you're fit. And now Pedri, you're fit. Meaning, say Barcelona can create more chances against Team FN Levante. I have no problem because of these players being fit. And now no Madrid ball Sasuna. A pass ball 721. Yet they created just 1 chance.
Alonso Bo.
Now, passes no, na do na go sideways because Osasuna so ko go ichire. Now, fixtures ni favor coach ne pa because say what Osasuna wi obebo Real Oviedo. These are games that Madrid the year pre-season. But they need to learn and learn quick. Another team a besanso city block, low block no a Real Oviedo. Madrid better then a break is hard defense because and now no mistakes are a see against Osasuna Ninyan. I am expecting Sadia no ensanso NCBU. That is the game we are going to watch. I am going to watch how Jabi Alonso Eben breaking because Real Oviedo with all due respect today. And now no crowd Villarreal bomb 2-0. I don't expect it to be a game. Maybe in Madrid they question, but I'm going to look at how. And the Madrid be fast so Ashago. My last one, let me fancy.
Okay.
Real Madrid Jesse na almost omon print say Franco engo ichire no. E wase kire kakra. Sanka me na mabeto me Jesse. Sika na me dia Madrid. Inti me pese ye kire Franco go ichire Madrid wo efa ho ben. Because me tua wi sika dia mo. But the club says that you cannot do that. Inti se ope Franco Mastantuano asemwa. Instead of rewriting Franco for you, we write Mastantuano. Supporters need someone to say, but that is the club policy. Now, the reason is say, you see, over the years, Mibisa Madrid, any Barcelona supporters cry na yebo General Franco. Hey, General Franco don't be boy Madrid. General Franco there, or you only na Madrid for winning trophies. You see, ya can't walk, and nipa do na GD. See. And now against Osasuna, time and Franco must stand to one bad game. So what say ya? Now supporters need him Franco, and penny for no cry. Catch up. They should not be shouting because Sardine Franco no. Almost someone person bet because it reminds them of General Franco. Plus, if you don't know just 1 minute about it, on send Spain for a monarch. Say be family for no mona a shokro swa ne drew maybe General Franco mu ebe 2 omugu ye ebe take over. So be take over na ya. It's General Franco there or 1930 to 1975 on a was so. And no share so in fact that time no na Madrid for share Barcelona 11-1 no. That time no na General Franco insisted say Barcelona for they cannot use Catalan for language. Omuntumi use Catalan flag. It is that period no. Na Franco Gina Barcelona for no so pa. It is that time it was like any General Franco use Madrid any oppress Barcelona. Into people up to today feels say General Franco was against Barcelona and he was in favor of Madrid. But Madrid corridors, Madrid history no. When him say Madrid Ankasa, they fought for Republicans against General Franco. Omo presidents are now no, not only General Franco. It is all come Madrid abakwa some pass so. Almost so feel say General Franco and one win didn't ye because I want a time. And umbeyi Sadi Royal Nifis Macancho say Madrid near from Real Madrid because of Ken Alfonso de two almost. When General Franco came, they removed the Royal and I say the Real Madrid need the free ho and maybe former Madrid FC. And after World War no almost ben rare. Into Madrid and Casano, they've also had their difficult times under General Franco. But who be one? Barca fans don't do any we do any few say General Franco never boy Madrid. But in the history of Madrid period the pan on which you winning. It wasn't in the early 30s, it was in the 50s. But what I say into Madrid the almost a sardino. With all due respect, they respect the man, but because it reminds them of Siba. You can go and buy your jerseys, but please. Must to you know. Ubet me akwa print Franco no abonten on the only problem be and say wala. But Madrid's official story.
Madrid decision on Franco must to you know. Okona so per Franco omo imprint Franco anymore because of General Franco. Years back, and no history, and Edelson at the Amamono, and yes, I name them Kwame, some other names as you see how quiet so Madrid. I had your one print side Dino, our official store, name on the big one, Franco General. Franco must train us. You say, Biggie, one bit me come must train. We told the tone John Crane because they know what
master.
Why the women I don't know. Now. Mami misa way big enough to our seven mami. Bayam front 3 no. Front 3 be wo wiase a bromo de no so na. Luis Diaz na Michael Olise and Harry Kane. Omo de me ensa we no. Mami sa players no Bayam for no. Omo front 3 no wa hwe ni. Yes. Obi de no bro no omo de no so ohwe Barca de no ohwe Madrid crowd so mo de BCC
I think
City, Chelsea, Arsenal.
I'll go for Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain.
PSG front 3 Kvaratskhelia, Doué and Dembele
and Lewandowski, Rafinha,
Lamine and Harry Kane. My part of for Mama Luis Diaz and Michael Olise. And
honestly speaking, anytime Biam share Harry Kane, say oh she goes to the Bayern Munich Biano. You're Manchester United fan. I am sure say it takes you back to certain times I chem. Make certain times I chem because say maybe a chemwa. Ebianka Harry Kane by this time wouldn't be playing for Bayern Munich. Probably because of Quayana Manchester United fast were to die certain transfers. Obefa Van Persie the free Arsenal the naba. No ababa be see a kind of amano. Right strikers in the English Premier League going to big clubs like Manchester United no what all happening in the past. Can as we speak, Harry Kane has been a big bank. Our Bundesliga nim. After Lewandowski left Bayern Munich, Tokyo Kakraba Bedaho, Bayern Munich made a mistake. Mistake no me and say no more for Sadio money. And then akwa Bayern Munich as a force number 9. And yet the Sadio money purchase na a mistake. But again and a touch no me to Sadio money no. No more few say at the point they will leave up. We thought about the force number 9. Into bet me abono baba beboa omo. But we heard the magnitude of the striker. na o free honum na we here typical number 9 oh goals numbers so be baby gina sa position ne dia ma. That was how come they had problems with Sadio Mane because goals na Lewandowski dem no ntimi mfamba. So after he left, omo decided someone repeat some mistake ni biom. Omo call for a typical number 9. Oh you proven no de na baba be share sa position no. And on be fa Harry Kane. And me no be dia to say Harry Kane call ya na Kane. Why exceed the expectations. Harry Kane as we speak about 64 matches in the Bundesliga and the Diama Bayern Munich can watch 65 goals. Our Bundesliga anymore. Out of 64 games in the Bundesliga, he scored 65, more than 100% record. So striking average. And clearly, this is the kind of striker we are talking about. Harry Kane share 8 hat-tricks. English Premier League. Looking at the number of years he spent in the English Premier League, can call Bundesliga anymore. 8 hat-tricks. Just like he did in the English Premier League. And the Diama Bayern Munich Bobokono. So for Harry Kane, there, honestly speaking, he's a striker who will prove beyond reasonable doubt. Said Juman Wonimie. Luis Diaz, on the other hand, our first game for Bayern Munich, will league in a man for Baba Beshed the other Bayern Munich Bobokono. Because you are a player. After no more certain players, almost feel some more top. No more your Baba Besho Mutim. I'm on my Juman, not on my Yano. Who na ye Baba for lay on. Na this Kakasi Baba far by. To whom much is given, much is expected. It's almost say player no more born who can then buy no better me live up to expectations and until there was that kind of attention, a different kind of lens, and a number they call Luis Diaz. And fortunately for the player, one disappointed. We hit the ground running in the first game. Okay, 4 chances in the game. 4 chances no creative, you know. Emu 2 resulting in an assist. And my Bamunik Bobo. And we on one case to share back. At the car and this is the kind of performance or they are buying and renewing. It's everybody that watch the game, every Bavarian, Bia Ababa Benyasa confidence in the player. Send a quality no one done with England, one done with Liverpool, name or the Abba Germany or the Baba Boba Munich Bobokono. And then to another player will lease. Ken Aquadani Bona or Bono. He should be counted among one of the best players in Europe. Sajama Musiala ni hono moa. Ye nimso na the creative spark at the Bayern Munich Boboko. He's out injured. Omuntimi nyani nyusino in games like this. It's no mo be other players or mo be stand to the test. There comes Olis. And the other players were any more hono no. It's on the day no mo talisman bako any hono no. You need other players or mo be speeding up the performance. Or mo be double the performance. And players like Olis were there. 2 goals with another assist. And so clearly this is the kind of players that Bayern Munich team Nikita and can almost channel and the pressure Ebeba coach and so because the performance he gave last season not bad, he won the league. But Bayern Munich still I do almost share every season and come a Champions League because they feel that per players almost spending some yeno. Almost blue team be also in the Bundesliga. It's the Bundesliga no more or less looks like their best right.
But which me share Leipzig 6
yes.
In the first game they a big statement.
Big statement.
Now say omunya to space, almost space and 4.
Yeah.
But you won't space in a PAISLEY in the city.
That is
so far yes space. Omo level now no issue.
Of course.
Also more Germany but omo level now no issue.
It's supporters in Ankasa there. Uji Bundesliga no more. Omo hu ne say wonya ehwe. They feel that per quality no omo almost standard be a Champions League.
And this boy, I think say one player will improve, year be improve.
Seriously.
Michael Olise. I say year be and the ball they be become
quality player by all standard. And he's always proving it to say the Okano. And for Bayern Munich they did extremely well. But coach they making sure the standards now all set, you know. Performance you last season anymore or be keep up with that same standards. Ken, I know I'm here Chelsea game, no. Now Chelsea game now I'm share, you know. Adia ba ko chere me and say there are certain players in football omo here time to get the best from those players. And say Chelsea bo game obi abo Kukureya din. And Chelsea bo game obi abo Enzo Fernandez din. And say Chelsea bo game obi abo Caicedo din. But these 3 players are mabo omo din ken. And the Chelsea team ni si omo nine so no. In their first season, our Chelsea bobo kulimu. Me assure say nanka Chelsea supporters ndo do na nya akwanya na. Komo ma ye promote our players we if Chelsea bobo kulimu. It got to a point. Now man for me make Caicedo. Yeah editing Any jeans, any Chelsea jersey, any Timberland combat, because almost won't even run our park and so. Just because say, now Kodana Bobo Amana so any our Brighton, and a Chelsea atam sika kese, Eddie Aqua Fanaba. Enzo Fernandez the same thing. Now a man for Bruno, a man for Sereno. Just because some of you the performance of be expected from a player, ya this kakasi about found to be famba. But as we speak, in 2025, he's been the go-to man for Chelsea. Semuya Ding, Eddie Chelsea Bobo now. Enzo Fernandez the standing up, Eddie Chelsea. Jao Pedro Mabaomo Yomo, that is very true. Numbers and year bad since he joined Chelsea. But in 2025, a free January Enzo Fernandez was 7 goals and 9 assists. Eddie Chelsea Bobo Kuno. Tisemuya Ding, on standing up the Chelsea. Normal good performance at the moment. Kukuraya, the least said about him the better. But these were players almost first seasons. Not supporters need to come to see Pamomo. But when they adapted, and no one at Chelsea team needs to organize. In the Toda, clubs need enough time, Kaka.
I think Bruno's operation, Buano. Who's the time of a report? Obeka say now but through pain. It'll be a normal injury, telling the journey. A man about matches, no. You cry because Massa Bona and I went to me mobile. But it's okay, yes, operation by no.
Oh, heal completely.
System, system, and say Afano.
What? Even Enra, he didn't play the best of football. But Obey sure says, one more ball in poor. I
think says instant now, a would Bellingham, no. And one way zone and saying, Urabo Sunumbia. Then a carbon.
Okopego.
And Ura Boston Bia because opposition we pa.
Yes.
Born to be doing the honor no be any and chain.
Debbie.
And Sadia no, the last time I meet you, don't say a technical and also I can't win home. Because oh movie your timer defenders be home. And what timer movie defenders and anything. Into 10 be almost slow almost runs no. Or I say or call as or 90. The time I born be no where we are. But once we are no Dikan Kujina born about no Dikan. Ebasa defenders, yeah, defenders in the home. And as Enzo Fernandez is said,
not ordinary for the Chelsea club. On William Estival, I am happy not because of Estival, but I'm happy because of Chelsea. Because I'm because of Chelsea. Say last season, say Chelsea bobola. Now you soko palm moi. A bad day to be other channels of Chelsea or Mukiti channels.
Some coaching engine tomorrow. Coaching engine to Mukrao. One thing I say no kind. Or says assembly day. One person better cry. And no Cressa Kupama your own best player. But last season no Kupama into Memo, they still qualify.
Sure.
Our Champions League.
Of course.
Into one more instances are Chelsea are bought without Kupama or more aboyi or more bobo na boni. Inti and Radiano. Ekahon. Do you know be says a yen central for you say a coach team. Or refer to Kopama. But any sanity or mabo games in be without Kopama team na perform and found Kopama their own best player. It on Pesa tag, you know, mobiles own a team no because who is all yejuma.
Sure.
Ebina others about highlight CCA about set pieces. Quiet Chelsea first on build up on this. Ningina or your coach or this anya maneba games to be brave you su kukurea. Any a jumo de kukurea. It will game beyond your jumo the day.
Yeah.
Na ye yini gina dia film ye dia kwese one player say no na one player I won say be yo ya enti coach na ha no pa enti mesra mo munja asasam ne ka Enzo Maresca
because no matter coach adwuma oye coach na nkasa wo hia the players to succeed wo coach no ummo 9 ummo 5 ummo 2 enti eyamrante na be gina park ne so na na be ye adwuma ne dia ma na wo coach at the end of the day waje wo fans and aside eno team bia won star player wo team bia one star player, ni key player, ni go-to man when there are problems. With team anymore. And won't even catch out again about Moko Palmadine. So the coach should also understand and admit that. But back to the point. Say you saw Cole Palmer more not Chelsea bread. And that is a fact. But even with Cole Palmer on the sidelines, Cole Palmer on the bench, on your available, there is William Estevayo. I will be creating chances in the Chelsea Bobo. It's who a Chelsea supporter. When you just say you are getting other creative channels in the Chelsea team. Now, I'm conquer yes, it's a Chelsea bowl game. Now, if you so play about Kumwa, Chelsea benya problems, there be. And that is why I'm happy for the Chelsea team. They give a 5-star performance. Kudos to Chelsea. They only have to continue like this to get the best from everything. Atletico Madrid. Diego Simeone man nkote Madrid ne Barcelona echi. Na onfa ma poor performances na de bi onfa ne honni. Debi. Yenim say Real Madrid so. Per the investment that Real Madrid bo boku ne ye. And the level and status of Real Madrid. Yenim say Barcelona bo boku no so. Looking at their status. Any Barcelona investment that any the kind of quality players they have. That is very true. But I'm one person me with different kind of love. And my coach friend said Diego Simeone. Because the kind of duopoly and course with Spain. And your Madrid Nigeria and your Barcelona Nigeria. This is a man of Babe breaking duopoly no, between these two. But he has gotten to that point. The kind of performance or Atletico Madrid at times, we don't talk because of maybe in the past. And the kind of teams are no more competing. But can I feel say Atletico Madrid as a club is doing enough for coach Efeni said Diego Simeone to be giving them the best of performances. Clubs say Atletico Madrid they can Eben ko to play and 50 billion. Wa bros wa connect Eben ka 60. But this is a club with 100 million plus. And the man said Jennifer to play about augment squad. But yet when these players come, the kind of performance are coaching the man. And knew the standard I'll be expecting some of the Bema. The first game in the league, Okobo Espanyol. Espanyol no Okobo no. Atletico Madrid led the game from the 37th minute. A boy out to the 70th minute, normally do 1-0. Espanyol made 2 changes. Not 2 changes, na baba betetika. I'm Atletico Madrid losing game 2-1. This is not that Atletico Madrid we know. If you are getting the opportunity to be ball Elche, it will fear. Making sure so be rewriting the wrongs in your first match. Unless Bayern and Nihonum. Until see a kind be. But at least Julian Alvarez last season he scored 17 goals in the Spanish La Liga. Alexander Solot. I know a bench warmer. But anytime he came into game for Atletico Madrid, proving the worth, he scored 20 goals from the bench. And the man Atletico Madrid now attack where should be able to dismantle Elche. Elche team now yedi home common. They are going to come into the game with confidence because Ken almost first game against Real Betis at least Otimibo draw. And from the building upon that kind of performance. Not the Ababa Atletico Madrid no. But minimum the country was a Diego Simeone tenase. Now a team like Elche Babehano, the last 5 meetings between the two, Atletico Madrid they winning 4. 4 in their last 5 meetings. Last season in the Copa del Rey, we shared 4-0. Their last 57 meetings, Elche winning 12 pay. Into way in your side after our first game against Espanyol, and we are game over to the not such a side. What draw and after we lose against that side. Atletico Madrid has to win this game and win well. I am expecting possibly a 2-0 win between the two sides because Atletico Madrid in the last 5 matches for La Liga will fear it will be 2+ goals.
Okay.
It's at least 2 goals there. And also Timina no carry the day. Kakebi on Arsenal. Mikel Arteta and Emranti and careful. It is not about the performance against Manchester United derby. We only listen to Kwakobo. But Obia or share Leeds United near Everton game will be Biano. Everton knew the standard of Arsenal. That is very true. But the kind of performance at Leeds United dined, a performance I was so. Arsenal pursue on your points, on your win, it will game way more. On fan attention and flanks and so. There are 2 men on the flanks. Nonto and Daniel James. Very pacey wingers.
Daniel James, so that's so Daniel James. Minimum so, but yeah, Daniel James.
The game against Everton, ball or boy.
Because I'm crying almost see so England and a new woman, Daniel James, no come about Manchester United and your man.
Only Nonto.
But United so must say players, Pawana. Emma Kasa. Sir,
go for
Baho. Di Maria Craba, I am for Di Maria. Angel Di Maria. Now we get Di Maria and Fadia, I just say, I didn't Yana. Daniel James, oh, great.
Yes, and one player behind the striker, Tanaka. These 3 men are dangerous. Arsenal inform attention comes on making sure some stop you.
And then one count the big guys in Buebo, Cunha, because Yamia to my uncle for Romo, Cunha and Buemo. So say, Omubenya di Muemrekakra. Inchi, what you say? Buemo Cunha. And Sesko.
But they lost.
Now Sesko, we are Oshishimun, yes, Obestate.
Can a highly possible so best.
Tibina from 3.
Yes. Highly possible.
United bit much. And who could try to be trouble United 4?
4 they are not there.
Hey, Sesko Mbuemo Cunha.
4 they are not there. 4 they are not there.
Me Fulham dear, me the team I'm sure more on your Mokoba Mr. Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, the found with him out. Omo de Omo Star, Omo de teams I can see no papa. Says I has 11, no. Nebasa, another stubborn club.
Syria A no so AC Milan has to be careful. I'm saying careful because South Fina Obo Cremonese obi expect say obo kwa akwa. But first matches of the season, the third are very dicey. Teams in the lower division they can cause upset and surprise at any point in time. But AC Milan quality omukita players from Matoto. Samuel Ricky, Abba, Luka Modric, was squad anymore. So if you have this kind of quality, or Christian Pulisic, any possibly player a friend or Santiago Jimenez, anybody they attacking because
Omontiman register Boniface into.
Yes. So what's your coach into so he sets up in the 3-5-2 system.
Okay. In
the 3-5-2, no the 3-back system. Now what tighten the defense? I'm a Honma strong. Now other departments, with that kind of fluidity, any pace, any more and they have to be careful. No more making sure so we that win. No more a good start because coach, almost feel say was almost getting back to the glory days. No more Syria A Nibium, Equa Champions League. And until the mobile will be proven in winning the Syria A than a buyer. To just whenever one was settled well, no one good games the Amai can.
Biggie. And so Edian no Messia Biggie Subi Menche. But Maminfa we entuja because and some eba Asante Kotoko House of Folk Gaka top 4 me patro or the table no to her table ni mepa top 4 table and me use pa me de be yadwuma e ha because in same P ho chairman solo okay for next week you can say key week na just say idea wanna about one sense modem me saw the shop JD atade she me just she me no from the shop JD they share adults and na shop JD me saw shop JD obekoso na wetimi afrela we sisi a just be a wo pe bia ma wo se nkofo bi sa Charles just black no someone will say fe enra mo be ka say ye a year Jesse, a year tardy, a democracy, a referee's a tardy. Chelsea the ball first game you as will be a biope. Mr. Offers 0248 890104 Shop JD 0248 890104 Ofrela and CCA on sa ever campaign for no be sweat to me. Ayakama, you don't want some sweat to get no. The Shop JD, ATMR Rainfish, Shop JD Ho, and I saw the one it's I'm a Fabia Bocodia. Mr. Odi come Mamma Gaka top 4 table. So we need table now, Copebra, a tree no was yaba.
Top 4 no. Table now.
A Fatu Susicians and I'm welcome. Answer now, Beckham was
Gaka top 4 table. Wadaroma.
Big is a table, no name that.
Table, boss.
Unim table, no that. Table now, papa. Gaka top 4. Ghana had teams like I say, saying teams are money yard dear. Omomone yard dear, Ghana ha. But Obi Riman ye. And found say Ghana, ye funny say, Omomo yard dear for no. Others and your very ultimate case worry. And I worry. Until you make us away top 4. There be only a worry.
I can phone what before.
What's it? There be worry. I can say for sure, no worry. Okay, you read him come on. Okay, Boba Mame, answer the to us.
Okay. Gold Stars about 2 matches or 5 points. You bet him until you have 5 no. House of Folk and so 4 points about 2 matches. Heart of Lions Etoso Miensa with 3 points. And now Asante Kotoko about 2 matches. Or winning be on draw be. Or nya she 0 point. Oh, the Kotoko ne that last.
Adena sana your story.
Oh.
Kotoko about 2 matches. On winning be on draw be. Well, lose you know, I just say. Nano ne kana how I say.
Oh, Debbie.
Biggie.
So, also, be
what you say? Oh, yeah, you say. Team that ya shano ni matches in our lose no. Was it on winning be on Ruby? Winning points.
You go on winning be on non card associate or losing you know. And I shed me you know.
Sa
for matches in my stories in the name Komaka. Now, young goes to be a Gaka top 4 no interesting, but I think so coach, Santoro coach, Ebeboa no pa se top 4 we are manka in Kemwa. Because me so say players in the BOA. I mean, say be more disappointing kakrana.
Sure.
It be more disappointing. Yeah. You players in the BOA me so so de ni to omo so.
Yeah.
O de ni to omo so. Zito e de ni betu bebre so. so far hwe performance lo hu say there be omundu sam pempen so no so what you say ntiam fa no say kotokwambo game bia na nkomo kwa Africa Street a once ke betena ke say e no mo koy omo lusu e no mo tena omo lusu I think say be ma coach na hu aye de ope ntizito wo adwuma ye
go mistakes we na koy na Africa
mistakes no na no go no on go no me na me blame player no wo blame player na
my worry here I first crucify players no
yeah because
I wasn't happy about it
or
so the intention is say on say two defenders ne beam and now all my pass
yeah
but say goalkeeper no or left footed can we be a passable no to that was the right one but and say from so ne buy
I think say na omo nyina concentration na enye
exactly
between the goalkeeper and Ebema Kamara so beam and ra okohwiri ko fab che say e ha dwen Kamara ko South Africa I say papa ba ko ba I know your friend Aziz mama sabo ne beam we
answer on goal
and you wait the Heart of Lions first goal
mama Heart of Lions goal
incidents in the beba Heart of Lion first
mama Heart of Lions goal na me
any we ne lead to a goal
but GH1 ye mo baso I think say picture qualities no enya grokra cameras are omuyusu editwa one say emu bie kama
kama
one say the o hwe ball na one say so hwe no
I think say
omu cameras ni bie ema hu pitch no ti ba bia ball one say to da bia na cameras ni di ball na chi nti wunya pitch no nti GH1 for producer technicians no and the producers no
production
production team ni okay go on in your
Lions born our kind
Kamara and Kamara pa.
Now we say or no so a goalkeeper.
On your first choice.
It doesn't matter. So yeah, dear go befano. So yeah, dear. Or yeah, do bit me able to Kamara. Say Kamara.
But I feel say mistakes in kitchen door so okotoko. Africa dear. One mistake you frame because you 2 games pay. That is 2 games so. Africa you just too much spend our ball. Enti uye mistake u be frame. Ebesisa we in no mama because I don't know one fan in Sakura born so I'm fan P.
Boy too elementary power. The way we want to see the standard no
but United for £35,000. Bayandia sana no need say ana
say nti kan what I say I mean
that was on your
well so far need say top 4 no kotoko for the kwasem no say omhwe pa na the signals are not good on say me problem ne say nanu akotoko ko share Kaizachi ba men kan sa e bae no on say energy bi ba kotoko mu say afedie ahokeka no
na eneme koye pa
nti
na Kamara winning moment
exactly on say automatically kotoko benya do na man for attention start say eba so I was expecting the top 4 to also come with a lot of positive senior beya nke kotoko Africa no enye ball ne bonko a obenya dom amakotoko nyiska people are talking to the Micho yes but se games he say na see airquay no when you na man for akwa skeptical about the Africa
just some of the house at your mohona
and no the so much has a dear a paper wo boni nyina
but o ma ye bi o mo se wa match apopa ni nyina
because you cannot imagine say kotoko abo top 4 3 games na kotoko 0 points I mean come on you unacceptable though a preseason but
trust
see me say kwesi ada mo fam paper nipa na enu
okay
ade how na
and amna no betom because amna dey so be toma na say say a BPI bi mo pie dada menya so say the wo pie no yesan ekopie ono so
kwesi ada dey redemption day pa
okay my stories na video for stories in Inabra my stories
kan you kura na nyai
kontombre
ese kotoko asakra na nya ha sana wo pa kire
sana dey say
so wo sikan ewu kura na nya dey
me ka say be na mbuye keke
na wo sikan bi ntimi kontombre
kontombre dey sikan bia become kontombre
Okay.
So ultimate on Saturday. That's the kind. We be trap.
In Africa ne bejegu. Ope Africa na ope Africa na ope top 4.
Top 4 win. Yeah, top 4 has win.
Ope top 4 win and now ope Africa. Africa da ho koboko group stages. And it's all about 1 match Sunday. Dia na ope. Ntija match na wo bon Sunday na chidi. Na kobo Africa no. Because Sunday there. So the camera no come. No more me come ni mana there na. Okay. Christopher Devenya, Mamacha Christopher. Arapai, Santi Kotoko. Says Christopher so yejuma. Christopher huge ejuma papa. Operations no. As African na yingina yeni enso edanoso. Africa there. Yeni ebeda Christopher. So papa. Operations here. Africa. My story say now the new come.
Eti send ye no Heart of Lions share kabakuma Sante Kotoko and so to me anti and right ka catch se Kotoko 9 changes e ho no mo na abra Aziz Dari mistake na no osaye save bi ana in fact na FAA papa baby Heart of Lions e player ni gina na opia ball no na ekon fa so no so e save ball no nti enra Aziz Dari emfa won say oye mistake ema ball enso e share no save bia Aziz Dari eye no na ahwe no oye screens ne so no bia ogina enei ogina so eyi ball no na FA pa even Ansu any Korogo players no kra na omo ball mun sem enso edman nti no oye mistake de enso osai save a prevented second goal ebetimi aba nti eno ye Aziz Dari saver ono so eye enso eno no mami kopie mu e wo game back one mu de ne mu hye enra comeback e by enso penalty shootout angwangwa nkowie de na House of Folk enso any Gold Stars enso ekwoetpenko ekane ye mienu na de tiane so obema mi Gold Stars omo first goal Samuel Atakumi enso ehye nemom na eye penalty ena ono so ebo modin a enso edinya edima Gold Stars boboko no na baby of far ball no eye center circle halfway ena opia pass no edituma ene otwe yes the defender na ntima anya ho so de to form ti eno eye House of Oak omonso e consider penalty eno eye de
penalty
na clear penalty bia ni ho achinye bia no wa ne wo ho eno ena abrantie fe no Samuel Atakumi woko gina ho na ene Benjamin Asare entimi anya wo hwe na se atena edikan no enso etimi akasa wo ho no mo enti penalty no ena wo hwe no ye screen so no Samuel Atakumi against Benjamin Asare Benjamin enya direction de enso enya dia utimi eche ball no enti no ena lead first goal no na obekọ second goal no so eno enso ye Gold Star second goal no Eduku na Samson Eduku ya former Sante Kotoko player mami nchiremu ye na ekwan ofa so wensu mistake thereby eye Esibe Kevin o say Esibe no Eduku eye adwumani ye papa ema eye abrantia
but maybe some mami bi so say Esibe na oye den na opedien confidence no over confidence na say ujaye but ball way over confidence go back I said ofa say player na intimate ball no untimi mfa ball attacker de owo ball no so kura oko
they are far hon kokura
hwewei
no so nko clear ball no once
na ontimi na hokra audience of attack and of easy derby defender yes our mistakes no so make sure say found attack and so nimbo no boy so make sure say yeah more Eduku abaso Eduku oye adwuma no because yan she won say owura boss no ade ba ko amani je no ho ye second player now dribble no once owura boss no ma fi no nsuru biem o petwa me last 2 years na ye ka Ghanaian players so owura boss ma o ba bi twa na wahwiri
okay
na wahwiri so ma wontwa
no I didn't so show penalty.
Okay.
Nti fami eko eye House of Folk George Paku wonu so enya eye
first comeback.
Okay.
Comeback.
Okay.
Wo say has to omutim tete. Wo so omufre omutim tete.
It has come back no. First goal in here, Martin Kakari. Just look at the control. But Kakari.
We don't more Stabari. Go back, and I'm here control. Biggie, me no na ye adwuma we yo. What dey me ba control keke na me hwe. What dey we o. What dey nya betre. Hwe has player no.
We will control the chain.
Ball na wiem na what dey dribble bi. Zidane kwa dey timi ye bi.
There's a Kakari Zidane.
Umu ball no. Enya easy technical.
Control the nice. Control the dear.
Martin say na yes obobo. Ofa ball ni say ya. We wie no e no sande ball ni wura boss no. Fa ko boss no wura boss no. Say na bobo. Anji ball no mo de nam areas na ball no ye fa wa mfa so bi ani so no mo de ball no ye den. O mo de ko. Won so call direct e wo boss no so. Ba se nko fa nchen a. Ye twa akra still e fa. Martin wa dey but also still the talent no. Still
George Paku guy
talent no because obi anim say ball no dey Martin dey so obi anim Kakari dey obi anim but as a year bia obebo good games kakra na se ateko good games kakra this year we say the ball no be pie.
If you remind, there's this guy about Kotoko recently, Martin Bino, she left no fee.
Martin Entry.
Very good. The talent need to say Martin Entry. You could clearly see say na left no akono but intimi
impie.
Pepe.
Aya na your coaches na almost say some bebre na because Martin say aye can asem Kakari me bonechi. Oba has menje coaches our form nsem omunuru be for.
Yeah, and cry disadvantage. Because every time you are changing coaches. We bar the constant change of coaches cannot help players.
Because recent years has the last 3 seasons coaches has a grow. Until a player now has this year. Coaches in the dorsal.
Exactly. And you know, there are players be or
did your man quite now on your bibin tour. No in Jahonko. I think so.
A teacher. Time now. Honestly,
coaches palm the dorsal. Kakari I can ask me. Obakwa we ban why you say coach we back we coach we back.
Possible ni say unya ball and dribble. Obia when instructions or the mesa with development na ya break akra. But on one susu na mumu because or talent no. There are players be or broni bia ba krom wa obefa.
Yeah.
What I say but enye fan kwa for we are. Aka how you would develop as a player.
Okay.
The control need the question say me pa cho say Lami Yamal. And when the years are there.
We don't quite Lami at the former day but we did not so proud your free throw.
Control ball if you throw that dribble
to me side and easy. O mo border until can be on one. What border about say easy technique.
Oh no, but honestly, say Brody na Yankee.
Support was Ronaldo the ball no dia 10-year contract and easy and few players maybe.
Sure. It's done money to me.
When you sit down to me side.
Hussein Mohammed enya ye come back no eduma so folk Hussein ye hwe kwan go no efa so a e buy has enya omo equalizer no.
Nti Hana stay 2-1.
Hana 2-1. Na 2-1. Yes. Has of folk Martin again Pia passing it to Hussein.
Now one idea can boy out in fashion. And where? Go back a crib, think was a chance.
Go a chance.
And I'm on which chance and I'll say no. Go back a crib.
It's also a lady passing.
Okay.
Better position to score.
Yeah. I say Moyede Legon Stadium where we saw Sunday day and yes Sunday day. Why Oyede
Oye Shatawale sign well.
Mami Shata goalkeeper
no has background Shata no no dey ba.
Sir
I'm be rest stadium.
Mami nti
I can't go betim there no na mami has entrance tama no mobile stadium no.
Stadium.
Stadium.
No, come concede first 2 goals. And you may have concede goals to be Brazil. They have on God, they have concede goals to be Brinty. Yeah, Omoyadi, so much better take on. Penalties in Abem there,
yeah. Penalty.
Says a penalty more saying 2 points and
I am out 2 points.
Say we need a 1 point. Mobile draw 1 point.
Yeah.
Na penalty shootouts no way near some extra point. I just say good.
Gaka chairman
Yamogaka from paying for.
I will change you the reason why I will make a voice no.
Why are they?
The reason why I am this.
Mama your penalties no.
Okay. Mama final penalties no. Final one no. Abdul Karim and Vincent holding him show down no. Na ahana ye 4-4.
Na 4-4.
Na 4-4.
Nti we nkwa na say penalty.
We nkwa na say no. Abdul Karim. One Coboni and so Abdul Karim.
Okay, Obia was steps for the Coboni penalty, but I think the Oga steps now or the corner instead of Sikona. What TV while you're Beshawana?
Vincent,
there's a chance of a said.
Now, Vincent Kwakujana Ghost as players now, man, she just normal start age.
Where they say on the penalty there. And I constantly also practice it.
Yes.
So on. Would him say, yeah, they are penalty by amenable.
Yes.
So on. Vincent Atingane, it was from Poman in penalty ball.
Hey, you pow.
Atinga in Bochem. Once Atinga, Utimiko right, Timiko left at any point in time.
Atinga beats me out by goalkeeper move.
We share some cover, keep on moving.
Anything got hard to folk. Dino was through be
yeah,
exactly.
Because Benjamin sorry that go no, but one movie or bar movie and I say 2 steps now Ujina.
Obo untiminto onimbo Atinga there.
Vincent.
But second year all time ye league in with bloody.
Yes, I got in a bloody. Yeah. Omo penalty kese pa.
Baby
a bloody no.
Omo penalty wa Ghana how omo penalty bebre agidim pa omo kotoko.
Neje kotoko tanya penalty.
Minyankasa. But obo got in a bloody. Obo Amos Frimpong has one all.
Okay, mato nkomo na sibom. Mato nkomo na.
Eze kotoko tuta tomo munimi.
Kotoko 2 players o munimi twe. Ejima munya penalty. Okay. Enti asemo. But Sunday
protocol against House of Folk.
Can go stars aje. I did say go stars aje.
Say go stars.
Say so mu draw. Omunya draw. But omo kobo draw na so omo there be omunya draw omo qualify. Say kotoko ne has. Mama table na.
There for table no too because they say 5 House of Folk so check kotoko be 3. Maybe and no crebe depends say go stars no mom so beat me about draw. There's a +1 until has beat me about binya +3 goals. 6 it has. It depending korogonzone has no.
Until the only thing is kotoko ya ne say omo no de no say omo anje a na omo mode mo na anye yi a we mu so de omo nje enye sa okay
and you say draw crowd ya wafa
say omo be ma ye be wi na has age de go start from fanko say kotoko so adwuma ya na
sure
has sha ometima akwaje ena kotoko so say 2 games in omo lose but some be ma we mu akwaje de ena omo ne ombo draw kra eno ano no
because boss go stars Lions predictable bit my draw because Lions for no omo share enye easy
yeah
nti sa game no House of Folk has in that points
mate makwa memre na kwa memhwe ba ko mi repeat na me na
kan sem bia me pese ye beti
okay
did church unze no o hye ne ma de
okay yeah mama ti didi kakra na ayi mercy ya okay na kwa me so me room kakra mama
go straight to the goalkeeper then you are in trouble
4-4 up now is Abdul Karim for Hearts of Folk.
Latter parts, we were able to rectify this, and so we took control in the greater part of the second half, and that is how we got the equalizer and still dominated play in several situations. But as I said, they are a stronger side. They are already an existing team, and so you can understand that they play with that fluidity and then that compactness.
Obi agidie wo ne mu so betimi ama has asian drum na so this coach, this manager our experience be expectations no was ro nemom has paying for nya abotre omunya abotre pa mfa magidi na on build the team mfa emma haso folk Kwame eno a wo hwe kakra fa bra na me medi me nkomo quick one mo nkomo bebre ne na yento aso mfio
no am here 2 games ni nyina na ma mention asem free Kotoko game no on say so far Kotoko e disappointed or mo fans no pay or 2 games or mabo no Gaka top 4 tournament what they prepare on for the new season nemum our performance ne send good signal the kwa bonten say season what prepare very well but so we call top 4 na no man ko ya na raise a lot of questions about preparation for the new season Kotoko ne Gold Stars first game na Kotoko a performance need is true or a lot of individual errors and few opportunities nearby no or mentimi anhye so na akoye first game no be ahead on the second game so bit ma correct no may improve upon the in the first game no but in game no the me hu ni say coach Karim Zito decided say obey a lot of changes no more that players no opportunities some so bit match head on bit my how Kotoko consider go no many anje hu because Aziz Dari one goalkeeper when him say or a very good goalkeeper experience or a local league in him Oba Kotoko say Mohamed Kamara na first choice goalkeeper so say ote Kamara China unya opportunity was so to me exhibited the wo mu now prove the reason why I was also so no yetima be first choice in by some mistake no ye no baby or yes some mistake no baby a hono una was a power or authority by upie na untimi mfa onsa embassy vubo no untimi mponche mane nko now you very soft obi enu wo be paden so go na Kotoko concede na a very poor goal from Kumasi Asante Kotoko goalkeeper then again the general performance of Kotoko na enye the best Kotoko performance na me expect performance and come improve upon baby any Gold Stars then by me hu sa de no then again few opportunities na sa buy no Kotoko ntimi ansa utilize and so far 2 games Kotoko ashe 1 goal concern kese de Kumasi Asante Kotoko goals no emba opportunity ne ba mu ntimi enhye so 2 games are Kotoko abon to be honest with you signal na dey akwa abonten na chese Kotoko we adwuma ye bebre because o pese o league na pese o je no o ma no mo compete no o ma na oni o mu hia wo bre so be show mo no o be kwa Africa so born na Kotoko bon meaning say a pre-season game o dey prepare for the new season by signal na Kotoko 2 games of the akwa abonten no menye impressed by in as much as menye impressed there are some few players
players ben
do only kind of Shaibu Abubakar. Be honest with you, Obama Lord am a tough competition. Right back. 2 games are winning an excellent display. 2 games are winning so far na the best. Shaibu Metekinu so far. Then Nenra Philip Amo Kudus. I was say almost I say no money playing time. Boy no confidence or this year kind of managing performance no. And Nenra tend to do your opportunity shasi. And me tend to do our fight. I say, then you brace up so we starting line up.
Opeso ye bibi.
Oh ye bibi. And yeah, me one say Coach Karim Zito for say I say Kotoko for the pre-season. It will keep coach because stamping for.
This is our recover.
We recover bibi. And then run the performance. Then Hubert de Umusa. So these are few players. I think so many ajo mu Kotoko games for my bon by Kotoko. I was some year Jumadin because 2 games for my bon dey and so any. Baby any Gold Stars ne has for game. I think. And when I make us asking when Obi or Sarah baby any Gold Stars no among 4 clubs ni nyina no baby any Gold Stars a condition is better than all the 4 clubs. The abua baby any Gold Stars ni say during the transfer window almost sign omo players nentem where time omo de fa akonto Fosuchei Barima Ba Francis Twini Isco omo nya omo targets nentem enti omo kwa Accra no nya players ni na de omo kwa Accra pre-season. And before Gaka top 4, no more pre-season game back 8. Yes. 81. Omo targets ne bantem. The moment I be a transfer, unya o targets no. Unya omo time na de omo pre-season na omo timi integrate very well with the
8 matches before Gaka top 4 no.
Top 4. And unya omo targets in time. And to what me abom one to which omo condition na very good. And baby I was say has of folk need the drama they work on. some person will compete per what's a house of folk pay proper number 2
right back.
Yes, Amankwa be very good player, but also or a winger, and he converting a right back. And he say, coach, and I say, to be honest with you, no cry back up on film and Amankwa or players nimpo cran the list or per se a transfer one. And just so you saw Amankwa be right back, and every goal be a house of folk be considered be a foul. That's the reason why I told the be a Amankwa be if you want to train the pair. What say the right centre back? Calvin or say CB Kovano. By Calvin, so problem here say Osia strike be a physically or one more the obre. Where Calvin any Mukwela. Calvin any Kojo Bin Junior. Nation against Iduku. Osia strike be a physically or one more the obebre. And ha Calvin. Into also Osia strike someone or the also train ye dinibi.
Someone in year day. Why a gentle on
good. By the good thing is football, no matter say was aspect be brave.
Okay.
Mental aspect is very important. Say a bobo, my show too. Now I dream who consider defeat untimi bobo. By say me show too. Now I dream still now o genius say ubet batia. That mental toughness no e translate about game na bebono. So after say how to focus tough for me come you know. On my baby mbu, omunya adwene say ubet matete and most especially o introduce Hussein Alonso Eben no. And sa me for sa competition aba. Say Hussein Alonso nim say Cruz aba. Onim say Pakubo. And where Hussein performance. Omone homo World Cup free bench the boy. Enu abe bench free bench boy. And born na Pakubo. Udi agre be din so obesha say. So you know, how so folk the NBA may take it time. By among the 4 clubs Gaka top 4 no. I think team and the condition, the physical state, bibi ekuye ni bibi ni
Ghosters. Well, Kwame Dila. Biggie, Braka Krebia na memra na medim komo kakra me de ba heba hospital bedim komo mene kangen for bedim komo ena Dr. Amuzu mene ewon komo quick one. Na yemfa aye booking course no emra aye sisia na yentwa so emfemfrio.
Kotoko problem a me mehu. Kotoko team ni mu. In the 2 matches Asante Kotoko abono, men share den hu Kumasi Asante Kotoko pattern of play. Se Kumasi Asante Kotoko bono, kwan say no faso bo. No de kokoshe. Uhwe team bi a coach e kire o madia. Unhu se coach ne bono. E bi a coach ne nka nkire o. But repeatedly how they attack, how mo transition balls no. E ma unhu se coach ne adie we no wa kire team no. But Kumasi Asante Kotoko de me hwa mi hu. Coach Karim Zito has to work on that.
Zito ball no.
Ken me huye.
Zito ball.
Me huye.
Okay.
From last season, time of Befa Kumasi Asante Kotoko team. Honestly speaking, there were a lot of things that I mean huye. But now me feel the time now what battle. I was so holding forth and me the season. But after going on pre-season, any training the only team now any day. We have to see that kind of pattern.
Zito and some message a big demand no. So pattern no. Also on the me ba bejim komo kakra na ye booking course no ye ready sisia Lawson and ayemi ahen ye kone sen
and ye wo WS bets e wo ho
WS bets
ye sound so e wo bet we de wo ho
okay
enti ni mienu nyina enra wa utwa bibia wedi
asan edidam
enra
ya babia de edidam
adiye
WS betting
maka cho se menka say ye di say no chine mi obo ha na send we ye di no bibi akoye kama
as e be twa bi o na screenshot ni ma no
WS bets no so no e o two slips bi oguso e rane e kwa nti
ana no make akopɛ no
nti
ya patin udia na chese be ya yaba
president wadaroma oh it is okobo yes
aden oh, okay. Enu nyanye ready.
Always ready.
Okay. Mr. Enche, koso na hwe na tie elders in the bebre musisia eno betway in the WS betting booking course no na ye do come so a different enya de kro a different enti enche beba sisia ne mom ba bibi aboko de yele ya se ba heba hospital ye nim komo sisia
you okay nyango pon shamo pa anope ye be chia ye tiefo nyina enche no free Dr. Ba aso ye ane de ema yahwefo ane ye tiefo nyina ena no pay obeje Dr. Ba ye number ye didi dwuma ewo ya so ye ho na afi wode wani a kire Dr. Ba aso ye ho na afi waba Ami aso yade ama won so onwato. Ye number ye didi dwuma no ye 0244 988 004 0244 988 004
0244 988 004
and it was 0244 08 34 82 0244
and ye ba
08 34 82 and we Dr. Ba your number ye didi dwuma e we aso ye ho anopay se wo we Dr. Ba ba bia ye ye adwuma ana ye yaresabia ne wa e wo Kumase Atonsu agogo Kumase Atonsu agogo Aba hospital no nachi ana Dr. Ba ewo ana afi enkranso ye was Painters Road 18 Junction o e won so ubenwu Dr. Ba ewo ho abrani nyina dane dan nyina transe ya ne enu di nkomo afa nipadua wo dompe no kase ho na abrebia ya na ye mani party ase ne se ekwan ya befa so a wo dompe enwo beka na yade bebamo a wo bebre no eno ne ye pese wutie Dr. Ba if it's a dane dan nyina enna wo ba ya na enipa hyase ete ya Philippines bi ewo mu dompe ene omo kase mu he hyenenso ne ne make chose so hyase tipens bi ana ya obi woni paduam na sabi enye edan bi ana adua bi ana ade bi na abod kase ne so ana nkwanhia bi ne wanya na fe wote wona wo hyase Philippines bi ana ya obi hyase se eba dompe ne kase mu a eno na ya na ye tufo aka cho se emfa wadwene mu na nkoto aduro bi enkonom efize kase se wanhwe enipa obetumi ahwe okase so amwo hunu se kase we eye yade na abamu na wo hyase edi wo pe etoto nuro bi ana adie bi a ubehu se na beye kakra na beko nanim no na fe yade na hyase ewura dompe nim kese na fe hyase ama dompe no ewewe ene kase na ewewe enti wo cha kakra na so ototo nuro eno na ekire ubehu se yese nikotodwe yese na aposo yese sei ne nsani yi yese ne kase no waye no hwenye saa time no ama yade na dokuru dompe no adokoro kase no enuti na Dr. Ba se ene wa hyase ete ya wo Philippines bi ewo nipaduanim ewo udompenim abomoden sa wodi wani eba ba kire Dr. Ba yen ya so eyeho ana aba ya so eyeho so yen fiti preko se ye kofa aduro di ama da bi ye won fidi e dia ba hwehwe nipaduanim am ye hu se adompe we ma aposo eyam yen mi kotodwe mi Philippines bi ana mete ya wo mun eye dia de ana ama na basa eno na afidie na machine no ebe yi a kire Dr. Ba na fe a kire wo se bi kotodwe na ahya ase enwo no eye wo ya wa ba mu pa wo tipens no eye yade we na fe ye yi hu aduro e de ama wo se de be ye be ma yade no akontem enu ti Dr. Ba unti pens bi nkohu Dr. Ba aduro ewo pharmacy shop ana drugstore bi adabi jesa wo ba ya so e oni ye nhwemu na fe ye nhwemu ni nyina wie ni ehu se ebia ya arthritis ana rheumatism ana yade foforo bia ana aka dompe ne kase no ama na wu Philippines ewo nipadua mu a ni ama ho aduro entempa na ko enu ti Dr. Ba se abrani ya kasa ya obete ya obi ana pensi bi obi wa na me kasa wode ne nan tamunity afomo a ne nan ne twetwe no pa ne nantini ne na anka no ne nan poso ne nyina ye ne ya etutu no enso ne nan ne emo hwimu enka bibia obi nso na opagya ne nsa ne shoulder na bati opagya na ye ne ya ontimi kura mpagya enso bibia mo so a eno na ye kire wo se eye yade bi ana ahyase be wura nipaduanum enti se wutu anamo na no pa me ne wudi nkomoi na do ani kire Dr. Ba so eye ho a ye behwew ama saa won sa wo pagya enyeye wa aposo ye oya wuni paduam a wudompe etutu ye oya esansa wo bia banti wunya saa pens ne yawo no oba Dr. Ba e behwe nipadua no na afi ye hu yade kora ahyase a ewurawura nipaduanum ema wote yawo no ana pens ne saa no enti na no pai de meka chon se fa ye number na edidi dwuma no na afefu ani kire Dr. Ba o frɛ yen na fe yenhwew ema saa ohaw no ama unipadua mu wuti pens ema yaw eka unipadua no yentu ase ema wo number no ye 0244 988 004 0244 988 004 da bia ne da nyina ne ye bodi ane ye ka chewo se hwa se wunya haw ewo dompe no ka se titiri obi o ha we football or bobo da ne da nyina ye wa agudie mu ne ye ka obi obobo ubehu so obi atia ni na ni cap no ama fedi akɔhye baabi enti okato a edabu a ubehu se no asa shift asa akɔnkyɛn ɛno kyerɛ sɛ wanya nkwanhyia bi ɛwɔ ninim ana wo cap na ebutu okra na ebutu kotodwe ne so no wanya ha wom ɛno wo de ba Dr. Bawa ɛsan sɛ ye wonim die ɛwɔ kotodwe mu nti ye wɔ kwan ɛ fa so how bi aba ma wo kotodwe no kra na ebutu so no ana wo ni cap no ehwiri koto nkyɛn ni nyina ye wɔ ahaba ye de to so a sɛ be gyina wo kotodwe no ama ball na wo pesa wo bɔ no watimi abɔ ebi ana me ma bibi nso ofi on de onye footballer no on de wo de kodwom ana wo de kɔ afum ana wo de kɔ akima bi me papa bi ebi o de kɔ adwuma nanso enne ni kotodwe no ɔya wɔ nante enye ye esu kekra ɛha no ɛtete no ɛyɛ ya wo nkɔ ano ɔte ɛwɔ ne ni no ana ne kotodwe ni mu a ɛno ne yɛka kyerɛ sɛ bramie mfa haban to so na afei yenye ne ye hwɛ we ya yɛ keke obi kɔtra nkyɛn no no so aka sɛ ɔde haban obɛkɔ no ɔde haban bi betimi ato na so akɔpem saa bere bɛ 10 years na haban ne ntimi ne adwuma enti wɔ sɛ wohwɛ obi a wonim haban ne te ayɛ bi da ɛno hɔ ɛna wɔ sɛ ɔde ba ɔno ne yɛ kyamfoɔ baa ɛnyarewa nyina bɛdwane enti obi a ɔhaw ɛwɔ ne kotodwe ana ne ni mu no ɔmfam na Dr. Baa hɔ obi a kasɛɛ no emu abu sɛ pen ama nnɛ ɔtete ɛno nso wode ba Dr. Baa hɔ a yɛtoa ne ntɛm efi sɛ adeɛ ehu ɛyɛ ne sɛ wodompe mu bɛbuo na ebi akɔfa dadeɛ bi ana bibi ahyɛm dani dan nyina bosomi mienu miensa nan ekɔ afi nyina na wuti pace ya wo nkwa wuntimi fa wo nan no ana ba bia kasa na bu no entimi nya hwea ɛno na Dr. Baa se wamfa ama ne hɔ na akɔyɛ sa obi a wo na ebia wo yɛ adwuma hwɛ abusua na afi yɛ dedadeɛ bi ana wo nan ana obi kɔ akɔsɛsɛ no no ɛbɛmu adi dem akadem enti na no pai sɛ wutie mi no akɔ afuo bi mu wakɔ nwura bi mu wudware bi ebia ɔka bi ɛna de wakɔnya nkwanhyia ama wudompe ho aka ana emu abu a fabra Dr. Baa hɔ na yɛhwɛ obi de bi emu na efirichi ne nan no ɛma ne nan ne kyea ama ne ebia ne nsa ne kɔwɔ hɔ kasa ni mu na nso ahono ɔte pains ɔte ya wɔ mu a ɛno nso wode ba Dr. Baa hɔ a yɛse kasa no onya ne toafo a sɛbe ɔto antem enti kasa toafo no ɔno ne Dr. Baa enti wo ba yɛ de aban ɛbɛtoa dompe ɛne kasa na ma wo na afei wanya mfa wodie ɛnɛ yɛ ka dompe asɛm ne yɛ ka kyerɛ sɛ wachi brɛmo kasa no a wokɔ kɛtɛ so a wontimi na ɛno nti abubu agu dan mu ɛnɛ wote hwi mu a yɛpia wo no ni nyina wode ba Dr. Baa wa ɛkwan a wachi kasa ne fa so ba ɛnyɛ wo wa asɛm ɛyɛ yɛn yɛ asɛm yɛbɛfa so ne ahwɛ ne yɛde ahaban atenetene yadeɛ bi atenetene mfonsuo bi a ayi ɛhaw ne amanneɛ bi ɛnnɛ wachi kasa akɔfa abrɛ no na afei yɛtwa so ama ho atɔ enti yɛde kasa ne nyina ba awieyɛ sɛ wo sisi na ɛyɛ wo ya ne nyina ba Dr. Baa wa yɛbɛhwɛ ama ho atɔ stroke yadeɛ ɛtwerɛ yadeɛ ɛdampɔ ɛne ulcer yadeɛ ɛne kɔmpɔ ɛne fibroid nyina no woka bom na wofa yɛ nɔmba no a ɛsiane sɛ yɛde mmerɛ na ɛdi dwuma ha no nti frɛ nɔmba no na yadeɛ a yɛamɔdi no yɛne wo ni nkɔmmɔ na afei ka ne yɛma wo mmra na afei yɛma wasom nnwo ɛwɔ yadeɛ ho yɛ nɔmba no yɛ 0244 988 004 0244 988 004 and it was 0244 08 34 82 0244 08 34 82 Dr. Baa Okumasi Atonso Ago Aban Hospital Nachi Anankran so ye was Painters Road 18 Junction anopa ye di nkomo me sesa sabro ne ahututuo ne de sesi a baabi a wo so do ani kire no eye ba
onsha so Dr. Baa so ye ane ekoi ne nkasem adwuma ndompem adwuma no baabi ba akopɛ ana ode wani kire Dr. Baa aso ye kwagu course now ready ana
yeah I'm so ready inti ebusa for na we twa screenshots also how the phone be twa na we twa na afei ene die ni nie wsbetson.com.gh code number 1 144 339 17 144 339 17 code number 2 144 339 83 144 339 83 WS Bets
when you WS Bets
we are WS Bets we register promo code no 123 in say register na chow codes no we are wsbetson.com.gh bet we dey any
and they 6
6
weekend games not those.
Wow.
It's a code number 1 Betway for BWC 68B 9BF and we are 13 odds no. BWC 68B 9BF code number 2.
And the first one we try to 100 CD krana.
Code number 2 and here 6 horse. We open and kids will be open and kiss frafra. BWC 68D D50. BWC 68D D50. Code number 3. BWC 693 AAE. BWC 693 AAE. Code number 4. BWC 696 A35. BWC 696 A35. Code number 5. BWC 697 D07. BWC 697 D07. Last one. BWC 69A 005. BWC 69A 005 and also AS70. Since bet with the NS6 and a WX bets and so A2 so can you know it's cool. Different course. Different
wow.
course.
And idea. I'm on for Befesca.
And so cyber so tea. I'm on for Befesca. I said they see Biano. You be disca.
And the had oh send ye we can need you see the kakra Mami Kodamere said the meet me invest in one tea. When you a booking course in Aquadels in the amount, Ubetimako, a betway course no Hona WS betting. Omona says, O Koha. O first deposit almost 600%. WS betting. A why the booking course no ane the amount me ko na me ne kan get in penny for so akwa come no nsu papa o sorry anopa make sure say obenu munsu a e kangen anaje drinking water no ana ye alkaline water me nua bibia boko de
erade adom
me o makoyi
bibia
me hu wa che na say
last week na djumedi binti na
ma nice. Na director ho ye de na nsu
na me ne bonko bibia fine
kangen anaje drinking water
kangen anaje drinking water no pay asempetia enti ye bonitel na ye de amount de tie ne se nsu a da bia na se na otwe bia ba betina fidie so ne aka ho asem de na aso enye bribia eye bribi ntia nkansuo de se Ghana ha de nsuo de nkanye na de wo bottle mu eni de eye sachet water eni de ye bue o pipe mu nkansuo de nkanye na enti e de na kangen na je drinking water de bia ye ka ho asem ne ka ho asem kire wo se on level gina kangen energy drinking water no e on level gina me kai pass here start say kangen energy drinking water ho adwuma ka this alkaline water na the word alkaline no kra no na a lot of people were not really familiar with it na campus the properties of the water itself it na e hu be here say ye a lot of education about insuo no bia enya bia nom de tie ene ne tie nyina say insuo your regular water and your alkaline water. Now regular water no and on the pH no and alkaline water pH no. Nemum alkaline water the potential of hydrogen usually starting from 7.1 hono air nim na adia ba kwa enika e wa can get energy drinking water when they say tried and tested and on the pH no so 7.5 up to 8.5 pH the potential of hydrogen no and no enya no kwa Kangen energy drinking water containing antioxidants. Say the ORP meter eshim now read ya anasa o test ya e reading negative figures say antioxidizing and no nyina de me breaking it down de nyina ne say obi nom kangen energy drinking water ema yare entimi eni asa ewo ni paduam Dr. Henrik Otto Warburger or discover cancer any kwaya faso ya prevent cancer or say onipa bi asa tissues no anasa cells no acidica ɛyɛ na abrebia yare bia timiti na onipadua ma ne yie Dr. Henrik Otto Holbeck nimfoni ɛna ɛda so yi or said no disease including cancer can exist in an alkaline environment the all patch nyina ne sɛ yare bia ni ho even kokram krampo no entiment na nipadua ɛyɛ alkaline nipadua mu ɛma ne enye yie ne nyina ɛne sɛ nipadua no ɛyɛ acidic chronic diseases degenerated chronic diseases ebi high blood pressure so blood onu moja ntimi ne afrusane ebi ne sa wonan etaye otitriti ebi ne sa udidi a na ababe gina obo na obo ehyehew acid reflux ni nyina eka ho ebi ene stroke senetia because stroke se moja no ntimi mfa untini no mu enkomma untini no mu emu sisi a eno ena ekokofa stroke ene ne ekeka ho enso eba arthritis ni nyama ekeka ho nyina gout ene nyarewa tete sa obo ho no ma ni joint nyina ye ne ya pains bebre na ointment yi oto we also we ano nyeshi no asan koto ointment fufro na so we ano nyeshi na o try ointment ni sa ekoba ne sa e kira wo se enye se bia o joint ni keke ene ye o ya ne mum uric acid ena deposit e wo joint na because enuane a wudi dodo na ya acidic ensu a wonom ebi nso ya acidic ensa wonom enso ebi acidic enti acid na bro so oni peduam eno na Dr. Henrik Otto Holbeck say ni pedua eye acid no eya na yare bebre timitinam na mo se ni pedua na ya akalaya yare intimitinam ema ne nyeye enu ntina amanfo eni abrekan gene naje drinking water ho a yenso abrebia ye ba ha ye be kanfo ede mawo no anope sa wunya bi no mo ya mbomode se ufie wo kangen enaje drinking water ne bi a wonom number obetima fa no wafre ofre number ne sisi a place order ye free delivery ye de begu kam ede abre woni hian se obeto dodo kakra opese wo to na wo ton so a ni nyina sa da tie ye number no eye 0241 44 91 0241 44 91 ade ba ko ho ne se number no nyina no so obetima contact e WhatsApp obetima contact o SMS obetima send WhatsApp message if you WhatsApp a voice note to krambo no question bi o person bi safa kangen energy drinking water ho no ye be kirechi e de amount send e tie na ensu a ye shase ye produce no kakra e Kumase sisi a me no ka se all the 16 regions e Ghana be bia ni wa kangen energy drinking water eni me kai bra start ye pa na Kumase apena na nsuo no won amanfo everywhere other regions eba Kumase eba beto dodo na disikampo mane omo sende na fe ye de akọ station ye de akọ maka na de kọ na ekọ takrade na ekọ enkran na ekọ wa ekọ boga ekọ sunyane ene de keka se ya ye kase region bia ni ho a obeka se kangen energy drinking water eni ho okọ ye major distributors ewo almost all the major cities ewo Ghana ha nyina kira wo se nipa dodo na ehu now people are buying into it maka se ensuo production no your reverse osmosis process and your electrolysis process kangen energy drinking water no the electrolysis process and the produce ye can electrolysis process say use electricity charges na a change you no na a bit say acid chlorine any nyama enye ti say mercury ya ene galamsey ama ewura ensase no na ewura nsuo mu kakra akra nyina no ade a Japanese technology na friend titanium coated platinum plate na e work kangen water machine no de ye ne say splitting nsuo na yi sa nyama nyina afrim enu ti na machine no e wo tubes mienu baako e wo soro na baako wo fam de wo soro no e na eso alkaline water na ye kangen energy drinking water na ye de badwa man so no eno e na eda so wo hwe fidie eda so na almost a plate no emu ache mienu right side no the positive side ho na red no red and yellow color no ho no enu gina o acid and o left side na o say purple color and na ho eno so the negative side ho say ho minus ho right side ho friends plus kire say ensuo no ra machine no ma say na splitting nsuo no enti de enye emani pedua no na red no ni yellow no enti sa nsuo bi na sa the pH test na mo color red and mo color yellow I say sa nsuo no acidic and so so oxidizing na emmoa ma oni pedua no enkonkan na kangen energy drinking water de enti a wo test a onya color purple na onya color blue no eno eni mfoni a eda so sisi wo say nsuo no ra machine no ma split enti de electricity no air charge na air split na yi minerals no de akọ right side no eno na uhui de da so the pH scale so what testing nsuo bia na ma color yellow red orange a chese nsuo no acid ye den ewom but alkaline a onya color blue unya color blue eno nti e na Kangen energy drinking water no ye color blue or color purple enti nsuo we no eye nsuo a de enti ada bia ye kasa ho kire o se nsuo nyina anya pesa aha nsuo nyina anya peti se na nipa nyina ye nipa but o hwe obekuma se ya se o had the first class citizens enete ho hadom de sese na ti ho nti no saa na nsuo no so etie edoso odwa so na nso no ebia ne na ho de na Kangen energy drinking water na purely alkaline enti onua utie anope ya o hwe o screen no so a number no bomode na fa na bomode se obenya na wanom bi utie already so aye number no once again 0241 44 91 0241 44 91 and it December wa ho ne say ofa number no na wo frɛ ebia wo frɛ free different region high Ashanti region ebia wo frɛ free different region eba officer ye be direct you be sure say oh koforidua kohase obenya bi ato oh takwa kohase obenya bi ato takra de koha obenya bi ato ntino wo frɛ de ba officer munsuo na ifa na menya bi ato ye be direct you ye be sure be distributor ebe wo a obetima kwa koto na aye kama e de amount se na gone are the days na gisa o se ni sika free nkran ba kumase na e de aguka mu de abro won kran e de ope Kangen energy drinking water won kran enye na ope bi wotema ope bi washama enye na ope watakra de baby asunya ne baby enye na techima ni nyina wo ho enti o frɛ numbers na egu screen so na e de se eye de nsuo no ebebrɛw ana so wo Ashanti region ne importemu a o de o frɛ na o place order o bi 50 packs 20 packs 30 packs ana se bompesa bi tombi with little as 2000 Ghana cedis obetima sha ase na so be distributor ana san agent a onso ton Kangen energy drinking water number no 0241 44 91 na kwa me onim se oyo obi a wota no munsu a onta no maduro bebre because enya nyarewa ni nyina na edi no maduro obi o ha oti pa wa ya ka cho so no munsuo ana se dakakra sometimes on the massa ne ma ne ba no enya bibia acid edoso woni padua ma yare bia etwa ma timi suo ma ne yie eno na Dr. Henrik Otto Wobek ekan ye no we oya Nobel Prize winner enti oya doctor kese na ne hwehwe mu no ene eda so eya adwuma bepem ene eno nti na ese Kangen energy drinking water fire wunsuo odi ye wunsuo na wo no ma mensa ye mititriti saa de no ebejai emampo oba obeka se bosomi aso na obia ete wonka because omoja no entimi eni afusane na wo bresa ania ma onte enye se dia nsuo ni aduro but because uta nom na onom ni yie na because nnuane nuro na ewo mu nti no eboa ma omoja no edi afusane kama onipa bia nso omoja enane kama na edi afusane na wuntine mu nyina efi ahohoro efri mu no unam a onipa dua no emu da ho fan eno ena ma Kangen energy drinking water no eye extraordinary nti bidi ma no si no number no once again friend remember office ya be fa de sisi a o place order ya be elebegu kam e de abro de here so be ton dodo kakra number no 0241 44 91 0241 44 91 send WhatsApp message ana SMS eba jo so place order you be deliver Kangen water no e dia bro
meda say Kangen energy drinking water penyin for ne call maso ye ekotwetwe nkomo no eno ni super yi say abadwama so a Ghana ha se obi age atum enti wo pensu anu ahye ne nso nsuo ne de ye ba akopɛ Kangen energy drinking water kwagu
na Mama Weshe Prince Anoche Balotelli. Happy birthday.
Prince way.
Prince Anoche Balotelli in Century.
Prince, I'm a hundi pako.
So birthday.
Oh, nice Weshe Prince. Happy birthday. Now, a master eater of Aita alignment.
Hey.
Master eater now.
Master eater.
Yes, what to me in class say the phone no amount for a hijack phone now or na I send you message say send me momo. Enti where we need master eater of Aita alignment. Na MTN number ni bia na send you message a amount for no aso. On send and some di bia e kan tenche.
Sir? And I mean say.
O me say e sha see free me so.
Oh,
ana mi say sta dey dey ko. Ana nra so bi aba kan tenche so. Enti wo ha na aso. Enti master eater of Aita alignment. Na MTN number no. Wo ho na send no message twa me momo kakra nti. Wa one number ni bia sa message ne ba phone so anu say enye no kra me ko na me ne Dr. Amuzu so akotwetwe enkomomo ana akofa Amuzu P no e de aba the pennies Dr. Omatenasia ye kwa akotwetwe enkomomo ni aba bibia boko de
adom me ba cho na anso
Nyankopon adom bibia boko na ene ye sha ase afiri hin last week ni edi enkomo bebre
papa ene Jumedie bi koso Dr. Amuzu Atenaye.
Just all the boy.
Na eye branch bia ye wo Ghana ha enkran for ye bi
one year walk on Nongo, one more what baby a sunyani for, takrade for all the branches yin yes, said you medino. If you say problem, I ban say, man, the bow, Mr. Doctor, ye John so do. Medana drum intimina. Some me Johnson, some me Johnson, me Johnson, sir, Johnson non stop. Me Johnson, sir, Doctor, mentiasi. A man so ba, one must say, baby, I mean, fear dray, say me chabra minim, say, bear, mojane, mao, doctor, a banswa, and may ye neclote. Sa how nina, Doctor Muzu say, and then so tons of more day. War farm hooker. Bema was a wood John so baby bound, yes, ye Brian show prostate no. Because he himself a who can, and a toda na sa John so baby neighbor. A fair bedroom baby, not Johnson in maybe you. Ye bay out sa prostate no ashe. And now ye sugar, and also a better na a free.
Hey, and it's already a dear.
Ye free.
I had the asempa.
Ye free. Ye free. Obika out of freedom. Ye free. And a man I'm so much Yamu says, a mucha brow, brano and may ye. Hey, menses was medium me what problem when me menses pan or catching who any pem sister. Kobe. Yansha was scan, Yansha said, DNA coso. Na doctor, Emma would.
Nina free. Where the attach you
at the
wow.
How much I could the boy will be the pine you crab and I be delight. Also, Kobe. And nepa one. Unyanisa.
Yambo Doctor
next Saturday, Doctor Muzu, Juma Wodin. A be a walk, Osha or Yera. 0247
0247
77
77
67
67
43 0247
0247
77 67 43 Aye free. Say it if you so I can. Kwani show prostate no. Johnson na e ba na wonta say na bia wo sugar level ko high. Wonim say nrupan so de e ho ne wo. Na no ne e ka ko asem no. Say wonim hwe kura wonim say wo ko bombala tre so a. Na wo fa wo tissue no sa wo pepa ato na hu moja wo ma o yare. Eye koko eye internal pulse. E na moja na e ba sa e ba wi moja. Say yes so wo prolapse type of koko. Eno de obo se nipa ne te bombala tre so no wo chema na ade bia be hye ho. Kokokokoko owi abo se na asa akakom. Eno so ye koko type ni bia. Ye wo external pulse no. Eno na ya ebetua wo to ho na wahu. Wo so bebe wo fa fura bo se na abetua no ne to obi won ma na nafu no ase na abetua ho no mo na eya ne ya eno de wudi wani ehu se tua ho se ye internal se ye de koko aduro tatahwe Dr. Amuzu nko ane wo Ghana ha nyina wono nko ana aye koko aduro wasa ye bi powdered form eno no baye ntse de wu ye tin obi wa woni adaje ko hwie nsuo de na no etu do sori anopa na sebigu kapum fansuo de fra na wonom ne setin koko ewo mogya mu nyina abeko
ebetu ase
wonim se doctor nso de oka hwe ni pia aba abonten de eye enti se ye koko na agigi wa na fremu na kobi wa hwe wa wi ahwe wo prostate na oba nso wa hwe wo scan na wi se doctor ene koko na e ha me eno so aduro we because ye koko aduro no ni montene
ye ni esu so nyere ni so tai di koko aranya koko
ni esi koko kura na pa me metiri ho wo ma he ntro jai wo kaka yo yakra ye se ye koko
si ya di
fifi wani so fifi wu minim
ade ada me pepa ntie ba mi jai di kura
ade koko so de wo chia de wa she ye be fa na asase so ye aduane sem a ye die ni ade ye carbon ye too much wa ha kaso wonwi wura kura wo se me nya ponche nenso so saba obi wa wo se wo ye busu wo abusu mu e wo himmu bra Dr. Amuzu ma wo ma waduro framu kobi na koka chen se wo die koko ene ha ye koko aduro no eni abonten so enti ko ma doctor enshow ena ya bei Amuzu P na wa abonten ne de ye tumu nchene abrantie bi se wo dwonso ana ni bula matari no emu ka ni se pepepepe nti wo kɔ no ɔtɛ wanko na se na wo dwonso ana wa ye nanim se kakapɛ no because ya ne ya me pa cho be me bia wunya sa ha no kɔtɔ Amuzu P4 na sha se wo nom but aya wo no oba bi na hia na se na wo wanya symptoms no oba no so wo prapa enti tobi na fa kɔma no na mo fantu enam yade ase wo pɛ nam yade a aduro ya wo nom a wa wo se ewura nipadua ni mu ama eniema na wodi wani hu ni nyina kwa ya Amuzu P no sa wo dwonso na moja wo ma wo nom to aba akonwe bo se agyae wo jonso wo te so be mem ye oya wonum to aba kunwe na agyae ba doctor say nom 4 pese wo tu yare na se wa ma ho wa ma nte se wo ye abstinence be ma bia wo shatade a ne ho keka ne te se de emo ankitinkiti bi nam ne ho se nkukodwie se ye de yo eye syphilis mo wana ebi a wonim oba wo ho a na se bia begu nufu ho ne ko na begu sere ho ne ko ebegu achi eye ohene pa ne ko wutimi titi na ayekro wo si nku na adesra ne na enye wasese nku bebro 1000 medofo na wakwaye lab ahwe syphilis ne sa na ti o na husuo no pamuzupi ni bi na sha asese wonom oba wo menses emmeye wodie ya abosomi so ye nko ade aba be twice a pamuzupi ni bi na nonom na beboa wo pa eye ma ani mema aduro bema de ebo prostate no ho ban enti bema bia secret ne say amuzupi no eboa me abo me prostate ho ban dia ene aduro ni mintungu menom saa aduro anyanyo menom saa wunya pe wa bele cap no atase no watwa bia no pa wom e de amayen anwumire ha me se nom wom wanya bele cap wa atra adidi kokwa no wabu atre ne miensa de agu wa capum na wanom awia wo de beka ho na de anwumira ka ho na wanom wo bo say afedie sa symptoms no ebedwane me se wo yiri sese na tenka ko sese kura de woni atenka ebi a janitor wat bi na ama na ti inji capacity ni mantina oferi se wonu obehie mu no pe amuzupi ni bi ma no na oba no wonom na tenka nsori yekuta mama ko aduonu 9 24 ena doctor achim ni nyina ede aya amuzupi no wonu ma hu se wasa ho yare papa efise wo ye bema wo junso samu besisi so wo men samu bekoso first wo kwa 3 seconds afede wo gina so sa se chirebe yi hu ntiase eya amuzupi na oba watenka adwane igi capacity enso bi firimu ba enkoyie wo se ni nyina agyae wo ntiase eya amuzupi enya na wo herbal shops pharmacy any chemical shops afe ya wo amuzu garlic bitters a ya de no so abadwa so eno na husuo ni yekokko no ye me se stroke fo ne se na doctor ya de na ode ye na aduru ya menya stroke manom toa miensa pe me na masori kuri me kire wo se wonum amuzu garlic bitters na ete cholesterol so etisa cholesterol ne kofom a witimi recover them from stroke no se obia ne cholesterol ewo high no aya no onya stroke na ache wonum amuzu garlic na ete cholesterol so afei ebiebie ntinim na mogya no edi afusa ne saa na akwa aba obi wonum a wede ya yese jajaja ssb sasabro a kane hutu oda sori anopa ni kotodwe me bi sisi pa muzu garlic ni bi na honam yawo no ene arthritis no ebejai eboa obi won pressure akosra ma na nisu nyina ye wisi wo bie book ma wo huna de ye Moses power si mosi mesoase wani su ye wisi a no mamuzu garlic bitters ni bi mema ekuta allicin ni selenium anti pressure ebedwane ebebo nkwamwa ne ho ban wo betimi ahye obanyi nsen na afei ama moja edi afusane afa wo bema no emu wo sex organs ni nyina amuzu garlic bitters no me se eboa ma san ajoyin na ewom no esiesie ye ma yensebu asisi so ubon se obi ho wo bu ni sase ya na eklote ase blood no eklote klo abobọ ntoa ni nyina bejai na ebe flow family wo pesa wo san wo bie mu ahase ase wo nom amuzu garlic bitters no a ebe siesie wa wodi anim ama ho atimi ato amuzu garlic bitters na yi palpitation efri ho ekuta zinc and sulfur eti wuntimi na juse ya wonu amuzu garlic bitters awoto ho abonse a relax your body ni naturally na bibia relax no wani kumsa na woda ekuta tapanoid e kasa duro bi kuta tapanoid a na chese e contain antibacteria antifungal antiviruses eti se infection bia ye nkeka ye be ma hu se wo hwase no kwa kudo nsuro na se no e ho keka wo a na ni nyina ekọ oba wo su hu nkeka ye bia na ni nyina ekọ amuzu garlic bitters no any amuzu pi ne de wokọ herbal shop wo Ghana ha ebi wo hono mesro fre doctor 0247
77 67 43
0247
67 43
ya twan eye free bra na be hwe o prostate na be ma wote ase dia emma obema we enwuda
Meda se amuzu eye herbal clinic na yekoye no Dr. Amuzu aso eye ono ana akwakofa amuzu p ne dia ba sei agye baabia wo Ghana ha se obi eka ho asem amuzu garlic bitters no so wo no akopa bi obi a ochese wo moja ne ntimi flow cholesterol na dose no amuzu garlic mixture no akopa bi no etimi abobo se de yenu aba ne tu dwa no tutumi ka se sie tafun hyaye so ofru moru market no nsani fa so eho anene Dr. Amuzu eye checkups akese de amamba ene mrantie ni nyina ntimi papa menua ba menua bema utie mi akọ Dr. Amuzu aso eye prostrate no or checking free at the amount of so yes, sorry, I'm a DJ Marcus at twice. Nyame aduma Monday. Your best habit tenacity, I can say moon 7 year in Abeba. The Abecoso now watching in a quack tenacity near Boa no, na Monday, it's me who dear call so I'm on an sem any few 7 in a DJ Marcus, upness our 90.
Tell me the tell me what is a name sack for penny. Hey! Kwatin adawrumo me yonko kwatin na adawruma enu anwumre wo ye aduane asori wura dem ana me fefe me se adabo no ana kwatin ebere meduro eduro de bere me no se Lawson heba mister
na me sisi me pechi ene me ho na matwetwe me ene me chese madwonku ene me sei na da na wonka
me do futwa so empre ho enye no nko wo de Lawson heba ointment
me sisi me kotodwe ni me pechi me ho na me yaw mintiwa na etwetwe me nyina me no ye de Israel eko me benefit ko mu yaw na ha no ono bie no eko na malaria ne die etuasie de kudi
Lawson Herbal Clinic 0242 133 577
Hwese wa malaria test ansa na wafa aduro yi enya ma apenfo emma warema wo manofo ene mofra woni mfie dumienu
Lawson Herbal mixture any Lawson ointment ehho asedaye
FDA aje ejodi nkratoi atum.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
Ofa, na se hawo jawdi yeduma sonko. Uzo hunwo. What you know you don't say ofa, wa won kakos. Ni nyina eye e papsco e ba capsules. E bibidro nya ye ne to paye. Onu ma no pa mienu, enwure mienu. Ne dwuma dia ne se eboa brebo no. E ma brebo no ye dwuma yi. Enuane ye nsu aye nom nyina no. E ko ye mo brebo no ne di hu dwuma yi. De e papa no na nipadua na fa. De enye papa no so no. Na ne so abesere ko. E ma nipadua enya hoden. Adefi bi e ko nipadua mbia no. Eboa ayifu no bajanu ame bese kwabonten ene obere friend detoxification committee detoxification ye ni kasam se casco heba center na kofasa aduro di aba pofa we de mesra mamba ko pe na no nya hode ni bi unia okodro so bia wo so pe e papsco heba caps obenya bi enti we ni de nya de be so enti ko da ko pe bi to e pasco hey e papsco heba caps me acrobat ma jimodi. Yes!
Enkoda a omu enya enfie edumienu entumi ennombi. Apenfo anyone a wama mofra no for enso entumi ennombi. FDA adi ejwadie yi enkrato yi atum.
Abusian Lawson Enterprise. Yaba moba. Eha eye one stop shop for drinks beer ope. Ede akoye program. Ayaye fro. Abedin to eye party. Announce eye ye and something na ope say eye doko a ye wo Fanta ye wo Sprite ye wo Coke ye wo malt any assorted soft drinks beer we here bia and na eba de and also anu den kakra na so wo eye club eye Savannah eye Hunters eye Panache and na say case hey awodo ni nyina smell of emudie hen ye bemmo wo bi ama de kwakwedi udwuma ensade bia wo pe bia wo benya Marine say about bitters are just so Lawson bitters assorted. What pe ginger no, what pe dear he, ye woni nyina bi e wo hadomo. Odo for wo hwe, eye Lawson Enterprise nko a, and as we seek asem a wo de efa ensa ho no emo ano a utimi ba, e me ye mo wo nsa ne bi. E de koyo program, wo hwe a, no ba betia, ensa bia wo pe, ene duduo bia wo pe no. Ubenya no faako atufuo bo ene ye de ema wo anya Lawson Enterprise unya ne baby a ene nti wo ba na wo bedru Lawson Enterprise wo kwada so hwumase a ensa bia wo pe ene duduo bia wo hia no Onsabeka hwehwe Lawson Enterprise akira kwae ewo kwada so hwimase ye ne rollers edi hwe ni mo fe number ye guasi na ye monkomo Lawson Enterprise one-stop shop for all drinks. Lawson Enterprise and sahudu nyina dwesuo ne ha. Lawson Enterprise.
Anaye. Who is it? Who is fantastic? So say dear, we